What stands out to you about what the Pacers have been able to accomplish, Mark, to get to this point?
Just the way they've been so resilient. When they have had a bad game, they almost without exception come back with a good game. They do come back and win the next game without exception. And they've been able to overcome some difficult circumstances, notably that horrible Game 5 that put New York in position perhaps to force a Game 7, but in Indianapolis in Game 6, the Pacers were dominant. So they've been very strong. They've been good on the road. And I think at minimum they'll compete in this series. I think there's not much doubt that they're the underdog, but I do feel like they'll compete. And if you compete, you never know what might happen.
Big picture, how do you view Indiana's chances in the series?
I think Oklahoma City is without question the better team, but not by such a margin that they couldn't be beaten. So if you were going to say it's a 50-50 toss-up, like I think we agreed before the New York series, I think the Pacers can win this series, but I would put it 70-30 for Oklahoma City.
If you were to choose one thing the Pacers must do well to finish champions, what would it be?
I think because he's such an important player and success seems to correlate with this, Tyrese Haliburton has to show up every single game, and not just show up. He's got to play at an extremely high level, because if he does, then the Pacers can do some real damage against a team that, if he doesn't, is capable of shutting Indiana down altogether. They're that good defensively. So it never comes down to one thing, but I think if you wanted to pick one thing here, Pat, I would say Tyrese has to play at a really high level in every single game.
He's Mark Boyle. He was on the call when the Pacers were last in the NBA Finals in 2000. And he and Eddie Gill have the play-by-play tonight of the NBA Finals 2025 Game 1 from Oklahoma City. Mark and Eddie will join us for a conversation later in the Kroger pregame show. The Pacers beat the Knicks in 6 to make their first NBA Finals appearance in 25 years. Hear those highlights when we return. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand,
can lead to an even bigger question like,
tennis camp is how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, Gainbridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at Gainbridge.io. Gainbridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
Hey, Pacer fans, the Pacers are in the playoffs, and Moondrops Distillery is bringing you something big. Liquid Gold Moonshine bursting with bright citrusy flavor and made with freshly squeezed lemons for that authentic State Fair taste. Now proudly representing an Indiana Pacers label. Pick up your very own Liquid Gold today at Moondrops Distillery in Fortville or at Central Indiana Kroger stores. Can't find it? Go to moondropsdistillery.com. Moondrops Distillery, proud partner of your Indiana Pacers.
Welcome back to the Kroger pregame show from Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. I'm your host, Pat Boylan. Tonight is Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the Indiana Pacers and Oklahoma City Thunder. The Pacers have now won the East twice in their NBA history, both in Game 6 wins over the Knicks. Here's how Saturday night sounded.
Shot clock to 5, and Towns is off target. Rebound, Nembhard. Almost 5 minutes gone. First quarter, the Pacers have a 1-point lead. Here's Neesmith in the lane. On top, wide open is Turner, and it's 15-11 Indiana.
It's the pace. With the ball before quickly, great ball movement. 3 ball by Turner.
Pacers on an 11-2 run. Brunson brings it up right of the logo. Across the timeline now with the left hand, moving left side of the floor. Back to the right hand. He's in the lane. He lost the ball. Picked up by Nembhard. Ahead to Haliburton. He'll slam it with the right hand. On top, Bridges to the left edge. Anunoby looking into the post. Towns has it against Siakam. Backing in, right hand at the goal. Laid it up too hard. Rebounded by Bryant. Here comes Haliburton across the timeline. Cross court. Neesmith into the corner. Can Bryant do it again? You know he can. You know he can. Number 3 with a 3. Brunson has it. Nembhard trying to get inside his shirt, and now Haliburton comes over and double teams. That forced a turnover, and Nembhard took it in for a layup.
Nembhard takes it from him. And then Nembhard and Brunson again going back and forth, going down the floor.
16 New York turnovers. Pacers by 14. Pass into the lane. Anunoby right back to the corner. Off target 3 from Bridges. Rebound Haliburton. Pacers by 17 with 2:45 to play. Into the forecourt, Haliburton all the way to the goal. He lobbed it to the rim. Checkmate! Checkmate! Toppin with a dunk.
Sweet baby.
7 seconds left. Time will run out. And the Eastern Conference Championship has been captured by the Indiana Pacers.
When we return, Mark Boyle rejoins us on the Kroger pregame show. He's with Eddie Gill for a preview of tonight's Game 1. That's next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Hey Pacers fans, by saying yes to organ donation, you're choosing to give the gift of life, an incredible way to make a lasting difference even after you're gone. It's a powerful decision that offers hope to those waiting on the National Transplant Waiting List for a life-saving organ. Join your Pacers in supporting organ donation and get the heart on your driver's license. If more people say yes to being an organ donor, more lives can be saved. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to learn more and share your decision with your family.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy, create sustainable products, and of course create a sustainable source of food. Meet the people behind the family farms across the state at indianasoybean.com. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
The Kroger pregame show continues tonight. Here again is the voice of the Pacers, Mark Boyle, joining him, Eddie Gill.
Thank you, Pat. The Pacers advanced in 6 over the New York Knicks, a very competitive series. What made the difference?
Yeah, I think the Pacers did a really good job of executing, right? And that Game 6 in particular, you and I discussed it in that first half. It was essentially a fight, in that first half, and really physical. And we talked about the officials giving the Pacers and the Knicks the ability to decide a game and not get too whistle happy and that kind of thing. And but man, how hard they played, I think that's something that was really instrumental. Clearly, you got to make plays and put the ball in the basket and take care of the ball and all those types of things. But really playing hard was the critical piece to what happened in Game 6. And then just being able to go out on the road, being able to win games on the road, that's critical in the playoff series. They were able to do that as well. Really throughout the playoffs, they've been able to do that. And they'll certainly need to do that here in the finals.
So now we look at Oklahoma City, 68 wins, a heavy favorite in this series. If we accept as a premise that the Thunder have the better team, how do the Pacers overcome that?
Say the same way they did against the Cavs. They were a heavy underdog in that series. But, worry about what's going on in their own locker room, right? Worry about what's going on in their film prep and on their practice court, and extreme self-belief. That's for everyone else, you and I, and whoever else would like to talk about who's the favorite and who isn't. Their belief in themselves and their ability to go out and execute and play their style of play has lent itself to them being one of the hottest, if not the hottest team in the latter part of the season and specifically here in the playoffs.
Do you see areas of vulnerability?
For the Pacers?
That the Pacers could exploit with the Thunder?
Yeah, certainly. I think, how the Pacers play offensively is where they've been able to thrive. And it's the randomness, getting out in transition game. That's where they've been able to expose a lot of teams. We saw how they abused the Knicks in their transition game. But if you get into a half-court set against the Thunder, that's when it's advantage Thunder, because they do a great job of swarming the basketball. They turn you over. They get out and score off of those turnovers. I think it's critically important that the Pacers continue to play their style of play, what they've been able to do. But even in a half-court set, move the basketball, move bodies, and continue to cut hard. And that's where they'll have an advantage.
That's Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle. Game 1, Thunder's Pacers, right around the corner. Let's go back to Pat Boylan.
Mark and Eddie, thank you. And one early unexpected change, the Oklahoma City starting five. They've gone with the same starting five every game in the playoffs here so far, which has included Isaiah Hartenstein, their center. He is not starting here tonight. Cason Wallace in his place, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, and Lou Dort, the other starters for Oklahoma City, as the Pacers go with Tyrese Haliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner once again. Mark Daignault's Thunder have survived a deep Western Conference and advanced to the finals as the number 1 seed. We'll hear the opponent's perspective when we return. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Experience the Midwest's newest fine dining destination, Commission Row. Our menu includes the best locally sourced steaks, chops, seafood, and raw bar offerings. Created by Pacers Sports and Entertainment in partnership with Cunningham Restaurant Group. Commission Row is located right next to Gambridge Fieldhouse. Whether for dinner on the main level or drinks and mills, our speakeasy bar. Make Commission Row a part of your next game night. Learn more or make a reservation at commissionrow.com.
Introducing Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Now available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man. Bell Tire. Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart. Bell Tire. Right, Tire Man. We repair flats for free at Bell Tire. And as Tire Man just said, we actually care about our customers. We're not your ordinary tire shop because we're changing tires. Bell Tire.
You saw and heard what happened in the Pacers game, but what didn't you see? Everything that happens on the court is influenced by what's going on off it. And only Indy Star Pacers insider Dustin Dupirac is going to give you that story.
Only Indy Star has the Pacers covered every day from every angle. It's not just about the X's and O's. I'll get you behind the scenes, whether it's a hidden reason for the Pacers' success or something you might not want to hear about after a loss. If you want to know what's happening with the Pacers, you can only get the full story from Indy Star.
Welcome back to the Kroger pregame show from Oklahoma City. I'm your host, Pat Boylan. Tonight, NBA Finals Game 1. It's the Thunder hosting the Pacers. Here's Oklahoma City Thunder head coach Mark Daignault.
First of all, congrats to Indiana for making the finals. A lot of respect for their team, how they've done it, and the run that they're on right now. So obviously a tall task for us. Today we practiced. It was our first full team practice in a couple days. A lot of that was just to focus on us, our fundamentals, the things that are going to be important, every game, independent of opponent. We did some thematic things with Indiana today, but it's a little too early, I think, to start getting really deep into them. We'll do that as we get closer to the game. Right now, we're just trying to get ourselves, back and get ourselves primed up.
You'd all look back to the regular season matchups with them?
Always as a data point, not as a signal, So we try to get all the information we can on all the opponents. Certainly, having played against them is information. We were not whole in those games, and so some of those are contextual. There's always scheduling context as well. I mean, I don't know what the context was, but one of the teams could have been playing, their 7th game in 11 days or something like that. So we learn a little bit from it, but we don't overreact to it.
Mark, do you know Rick Carlisle well, or just what have you thought of him from afar?
I mean, I obviously have a lot of respect for him. He's just got an unbelievable life in basketball. When you look at all the things he's experienced in his playing career, and then in his assistant coaching career and his head coaching career, he's forgotten more about the game than most of us have seen. So I have a lot of respect for him. I know him. He's the president of the Coaches Association, so he's got, I think, 29 really good relationships with the coaches and is in constant communication with us. And so I've had many interactions with him over the years. He's been very good to me as I've come up, here, and couldn't have more respect for him. They're an incredibly challenging opponent that stays in character in all circumstances. They play the same way in January as they do in May. They play the same way up 20 as they do down 20. They've got unbelievable integrity to the way that they do things, and that's why they're good. So they're going to be a challenging opponent.
The head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder is Mark Daignault. Rick Carlisle has been here before. His 6th time as a player or coach. We'll hear from Carlisle on the Pacers' task ahead of trying to win the franchise's first ever NBA championship. Carlisle is next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Just like the Indiana Pacers, U.S. Foods stands for quality, value, and commitment to their customers. From their state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, U.S. Foods is committed to meeting their customers' needs by providing quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and northern Kentucky. At U.S. Foods, it's what they do to bring guests into your business every day that truly makes the difference. Enjoy the game.
Discover a career with upward mobility. Lift Academy provides an accelerated path to a rewarding career in commercial aviation. Through the Republic Airways Career Pathway Program, you'll have a defined pathway to Republic Airways. Learn firsthand from experienced instructors. Have state-of-the-art training technology at your fingertips and earn your commercial pilot certificate in as little as 18 months. Visit flywithlift.com today. Lift Academy. Get up here.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about...
Okay, let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
This is the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network pregame. Now live from Paycom Center for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Here's the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, now on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Welcome to the 2025 NBA Finals. Two teams relentless in playing to their elite identity have emerged as conference champions, each embarking now on a best-of-7 quest to win it all for the first time in their illustrious history. Western Conference king Oklahoma City has disrupted opposing offenses to an historic level to lead the NBA with 68 regular season wins, discarding Memphis, Denver, Minnesota en route to its second ever finals appearance. The Indiana Pacers won the East by wearing down Milwaukee, Cleveland, and New York in succession with fast-paced, explosive offense and a comeback clutch ability that certainly was remarkable. Game 1 of the NBA Finals is moments away now. The Thunder and Pacers excited to unveil team schemes with quality depth to fight for the crown. Good evening. Welcome to Oklahoma City Thunder NBA Finals playoff basketball. I'm Matt Pinto above courtside at Paycom Center in downtown Oklahoma City with the play-by-play call. Round 4, Game 1. So glad you're with us. The Thunder's epic season for the ages certainly earned them this opportunity, their second ever Western Conference championship, as they completed a 4-1 ouster of Minnesota last Wednesday with a Game 5 124-94 rout here. Indiana, the 4 seed in the East, outlasted the Knicks in 6, punching their NBA Finals ticket with an Eastern Conference crown and a clinching 125-108 Game 6 triumph on Saturday. So both teams have had substantial prep time, both back in this showcase scenario for the first time in some time. Indiana was last year with Rick Carlisle assistant coaching them, Reggie Miller their big gun back in 2000. Oklahoma City riding, in essence, 3 young blossoming stars to the 2012 NBA Finals under the guidance of Scott Brooks. That trio of Durant, Westbrook, and Harden on some level giving way to the 2025 Western Conference Championship Thunder version of blossoming a trio that includes the MVP in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, an all-star, an all-league selection, an all-defensive selection in Jalen Williams, and the emerging Chet Holmgren playing terrific basketball. The Pacers are guided by a pair of multi-time all-stars in Tyrese Haliburton at the point guard spot, and Pascal Siakam, a dynamic force on both sides of the ball. This team excels offensively with ball movement. They really get after you with a heightened pace. They'll look to ride all the way to an NBA championship. But they've got to deal with the Thunder's disruptive defense in order for that to happen. OKC led the league in takeaways, led the league in steals, and that's translated to postseason as well. So really the storyline entering this matchup is, can the Pacers withstand the Thunder's depth and pressure at the point of attack on the ball, or can they find a way to get the open looks they've gotten to this point on their run and knock those down at the rate that they have? They lead all playoff teams at just under 50% field goal accuracy and well over 40% from three-point distance. The Thunder have dominated at home where they're 8-1 in the playoffs. The Pacers have been excellent on the road, 6-2. That's another area where the two collide and something has to give. Head coach Mark Daigneault offers up his thoughts entering Game 1 of the NBA Finals next on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Concert information.
I got stolen by the
Crowder, Grace and Glory Tour. Featuring Crowder. Sunday night, October 26th in Oklahoma City at Paycom Center. With special guest Passion Music, Louis Giglio, plus Carrie Job Carnes and Cody Carnes. Tickets and info available at awakeningfoundation.com. Crowder, Grace and Glory Tour. Presented by the Awakening Foundation, a nonprofit organization.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way, only at Taco Bueno.
It's time to find out what's on the mind of the Thunder head coach. Here's the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
NBA Finals launch tonight at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. Game 1 ahead. We're joined by head coach Mark Daigneault in advance of this best of 7 against the Eastern Conference champion Indiana Pacers. Mark, there's a lot of talk about the quality of basketball both of these teams are playing entering. What stands out to you as you look at the Pacers and the work you've done to prepare?
Well, I have a lot of respect for them. Just the whole being better than the sum of the parts, the toughness and physicality that they've played with through these playoffs so far, the identity that they have and have formed over time and how true they are to that. They really don't change character for anything, any circumstance, any game, any team. And so you're just having to deal with their fastball, and their fastball is really good, as you could see from the playoffs. So an opponent we have a lot of respect for, a dangerous opponent.
When they have the ball, what's most important for you? You've prioritized transition defense throughout the course of the playoffs. Is it no different in this matchup?
Yeah, they're a little different. I mean, the transition defense is always important against every team. Most teams are pretty opportunistic with it based on the starting point of the possession. This team kind of transcends that. You know, they run off free throws, they run off of makes. Any opportunity that you give them to create pace, they do it. And so that's where it feels different, and that's where we really have to be on our stuff.
And they do the majority of their damage passing, moving players, moving the ball quickly, leading the NBA playoffs in assists. What's important to short-circuit that? What do you need to do to sort of shift the flow of what they're generating offensively?
A lot of it's getting set, and getting 5-on-5 at the beginning of possessions. A lot of times the possession, even when you're 5-on-5, you're not set because of the pace they're playing with. So a lot of it's setting your defense, and then it's physicality, and pressure, and not dialing that back because of their speed. I think if they're allowed to pass freely, move freely, dribble freely, that's where they start getting into a real rhythm, and you get behind the ball pretty quickly.
They've had an incredible run in terms of recovering from deficits, winning close games. That accounts for them being here without question. Tyrese Haliburton seems to be a primary factor there. What is it about his game that makes him difficult to deal with, Mark?
The first thing is the fact that he activates his teammates in transition. I mean, he's a great advanced passer. He's a great pace player, and he dictates the pace of the game. McConnell does too. When it's really 48 minutes of that because of those two guys. And then he can score. I think a lot is made of his passing and creation, but part of what creates great passes is the threat of scoring and the threat of shooting. And he's got all that. He's pretty much a 3-level player on offense, and so he's got that as a foundation to his game, and then he's got the ability to leverage that and create early passes and opportunities for his teammates.
Probably the second player that jumps out is Pascal Siakam, a 3-time All-Star, helped Toronto win it all in 2019, the year before Alex Caruso did with the Lakers. So both teams have an NBA championship in their midst in terms of the personnel. What is it about Siakam? Fierce competitor, no doubt, but what are the other components that concern you about him?
Just his versatility. I mean, he's just total, Swiss Army knife on offense and defense. There's nothing he really can't do on either end. He handles in pick and roll. He sets in pick and roll. He can post at the elbow. He can post down the floor. He gets fouled. He can stabilize possessions for them. He's got a good mid-range game, and then defensively, he can guard up. He can guard down. And he's a very, very disruptive help defender. That's probably the best thing he does on that end is they put him on somebody that he can help off of, and he kind of hawks the ball from help positions, which is disruptive, similar to Giannis or Draymond Green. So really, really good player, somebody we have a lot of respect for.
You've talked often throughout this playoff run about staying true to your identity, playing Thunder basketball. In this matchup, what does that specifically entail? What's important for you guys to establish from the opening tip of Game 1?
The defense is certainly, number one with the way that they play offensively. Like I said, the defensive pressure, not being so respectful of their pace that we're not pressuring. And then offensively, they've been, I think the offense that they've had distracts people from the fact that they're an incredibly physical team that is also very pressure oriented, and they have really outcompeted their opponents in all these series. Not every minute of them, but they've gotten the best of their opponents from a physicality standpoint, and they've been the aggressor in all their series. And so our ability to establish that against a very good opponent is going to be a huge key.
As a final question, it seems like there's a vulnerability for them on the backboard, and New York took advantage of that on occasion in the Eastern Finals. Is that an area that you focus at all on in this series, or are you so concerned about making certain you're matched up, getting back to stop their offense?
They're interconnected. Short answer is we want to go to the glass. It is a vulnerability for them. There is an argument to be made that it slows their transition because if they have to account for us on the backboard, you're moving them further away from the other goal, and so it's harder to leak out when you know that the team's going to crash. And so we're not crashing 5 guys every time, but it's certainly a part of the game because if you can get those extra possessions, you get more shots. And if you score on some of those, you set your defense more on the made baskets rather than just giving them, one shot and then they're out. So that's a huge part of what we've done all season, and we'll continue to do that.
Good luck in Game 1, Coach.
Thanks, Matt.
It's Mark Daigneault, Thunder and Pacers. First game of this best-of-7 NBA Finals coming up from Paycom Center with the starting lineups next. This is Thunder Basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's game time. Now the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, brings you the starting lineup for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Sponsored by Kia, movement that inspires. The NBA Finals on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Pacers last in the finals in 2000. Larry Bird was their head coach. Rick Carlisle, an assistant coach on that squad. He's guiding his second different team to the NBA Finals. 1-0 with the Mavericks in 2011. He sits 10th all-time in playoff wins at 83 against 83 setbacks in his 23rd overall NBA season as a head coach with 993 regular season wins. His starting point guard's a 2-time All-Star in Tyrese Haliburton. He certainly comes up big in the clutch, it seems, at 6'5", 185, a fifth-year pro from Iowa State, averaging 19 points, an NBA best 9.8 assists thus far in the playoffs. Andrew Nembhard, 6'5", 193 at the shooting guard in his third year from Gonzaga, defensive-minded, averaging 13 points a game, but also 7th among three-point marksmen in the NBA playoffs at 48%. Aaron Nesmith goes at the small forward at 6'5", 215. In his fifth year from Vanderbilt, averaging 14 points thus far on the playoff run. He's 4th in playoff accuracy at 50% from distance. 3-time All-Star Pascal Siakam, an NBA title holder with Toronto in 2019 at the power forward, 6'8", 230, a 9th-year man from New Mexico State, averaging 21 points, 6 rebounds for the Pacers. And manning the middle, shot blocking force, second in the league, in fact, in playoff block shots. Miles Turner, also a three-point consideration at 40% from distance, 6'11", 250 at the center position, a 10th-year man from Texas, averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds on this postseason burst by the 4th seed from the East, the Indiana Pacers, the Eastern Conference champs. Now it's time for you to meet the top seed from the West, the Western Conference title holders, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and their different-looking starting 5 for the first time in postseason tonight.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 2, point guard, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shai in the open court, rambling to the rim, dunks with 2 hands, big-time theft, and slam.
Cason Wallace, number 22, point guard, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Lifts the right corner, Wallace. Catch and shoot rainbow 3 is on the way. Cha-ching! A Thunder money ball at the buzzer. Oh, baby!
Jalen Williams, number 8, small forward for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Jalen, 3-on-2. Down the lane on Shannon. Sidesteps him, comes to the rim. Scoop, scores, and he's hacked in the act.
Dort, number 5, guard, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dort fed. Open, right wing 3 on the way. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Oh, what a sequence. Timeout, Timberwolves.
Chet Holmgren, number 7. Athlete, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Alley-oop to the rim, and Holmgren gathers and thunders down a big 2-hand rim rocker.
This is Mark Dagnall, and we are the Oklahoma City Thunder.
So 21-year-old Cason Wallace in his second NBA season, the Richardson, Texas native, gets the call for the first time in postseason as a starter for the Thunder. Started 43 regular season games. The team was 36-7 in those matchups. So Wallace is no stranger to starting minutes and leads all players in the playoffs in defensive rating. His defensive acumen and playmaking will be reinforced alongside SGA in the backcourt for the Thunder in Game 1. John Goebel, Mark Davis, David Guthrie blow the whistles in the opener of this best-of-7 NBA Finals. Kevin Scott, the alternate. Pacers clad in road yellow, navy blue numerals and letters trimmed in white. OKC in home white, Oklahoma blue numerals and letters trimmed in orange, yellow, and navy blue. This starting 5 for the Thunder, Holmgren in the middle, flanked by J-Dub and Lou Dort at forwards. Wallace and SGA in the backcourt, 6-0 during the regular season. Pacers have been really good in setting the tone to begin series throughout their playoff run. In fact, they're unbeaten in Game 1s at 3-0, including road victories in Cleveland in Game 1 of the Eastern Semis, in New York in the Eastern Conference Finals. Turner and Holmgren will jump center. Thunder moving left to right across your radio dial from my vantage point this opening half. And the Pacers from right to left. In unison, staccato applause greets these two teams for the 2025 NBA Finals. John Goebel tosses it up. Holmgren controls it back to Wallace. Thunder ball to begin game one. They'll have it to begin the fourth quarter by rule as well. Dort on the handle, played by Siakam. Angles right, gives to Dub. Swooping, slashing in deep. Loses it, gets it back. Steps out of traffic, left corner to Wallace with the shot clock at 8. Sizing up Haliburton, drives and kicks to Dort. Long angle left, rainbow three by Lou is online, but short. Neesmith has the first rebound of the NBA Finals. Outlet left Haliburton, played by Dub. Gives to Nembhard straight away. Nembhard finds Turner for an open angle right three-pointer that's on the way. No good. He back rim Matt. Both sides have had three-point looks. Neither made him. Dort, the retrieval for the Thunder. Feeding Shea. Pestered by Nembhard. Grinding right down the lane. Lays it up left-handed and lays it home high off the window. Surging by both Nembhard and Turner. The MVP gives the Thunder a 2-0 advantage. He blistered the Pacers in 2 Thunder wins in the regular season at 39 a night. Turner poked away by Holmgren, goes back to midcourt to get it. Nembhard now wide to Siakam. Spinning on Dub. Got away with a carry. Out front to Nembhard. Left wing, he'll crack a rainbow three that's up. No good. Dort has the miss. His second rebound giving to Shea. Shea blasting back. Contained by Siakam. Veers left. Gets a Holmgren pick. Bounce feeds to Chet. Driving by Turner down the lane. Lays it up left-handed and lays it home. Twice attacking the bucket. Thunder outscored the Pacers in the regular season by 15 in the paint and sweeping them 2-0. It's 4-0. Siakam on the handle. Swiped out by Shea. Sends it to Haliburton. Now up top to Siakam. Ball dislodged by Wallace. Now Shea knocks it back Dort. It's gathered by Siakam. 7 to shoot. Corner right, Neesmith open. Cranks a three-pointer that's up. Not close. SGA, off of that outstanding disruptive defense, has the rebound. Guarded by Nembhard, former national Canadian team member. Sliding left Shea by him down the lane. Challenging Neesmith. Scoops can't score. A lot of contact, no whistle as Neesmith knocked that layup away out of bounds. 11 to shoot. OKC will trigger leading 4-0. Pitching a shutout thus far. Indiana's attempted 3 3-pointers. None have gone. Dub will trigger. Neesmith providing on-ball pressure left of his own bucket to my right. Jalen looks, holds. Shuttles up the right side to Shea. Slashing left in the paint. Pump fakes. Gives it low baseline to Dort for an open 6-footer that he babied and leaves short. Neesmith clears, giving to Haliburton on the run. Tyrese contained by Dub. Settles in. Feeds the left wing to Turner. Gets it back. Tyrese left baseline. Lofts a runner on Holmgren. No good. Dub clears. Thunder still pitching the shutout, 2:15 in. Jalen pulls up, pops, three-pointer straight away, drops. Cha-ching, the Thunder money ball, 7-0 Oklahoma City. The crowd bananas. Up the right side, Nembhard to Turner, back to Nembhard. Drives to the foul line, dishes to Turner, blasting inside, lays it up. Holmgren blocked the shot, but because there was contact, a whistle ensues, blown by John Goble. There'll be free throws for Miles Turner. 9:30 left in the opening quarter. Oklahoma City's knocked down 3 of 6 shots, including a tray by Dub in transition. Indiana yet to strike. 0 of 4 from the floor, 0 of 3 on threes. What a lame call that was by Goble. Turner's first foul shot is on the way. Bouncing good off the back of the rim and down. Miles from the line at 77% during postseason. This Indiana squad has fouled more than any team in the playoffs. They get to the line about 23 times a game themselves. Turner readies with a second, cranks it. That's short. Neesmith tips the rebound out of bounds. It goes back to the Thunder in a 7-1 game. Neesmith, a live wire, very athletic. He's only 6'5", but he's got an outstanding vertical. The Pacers show full court pressure as J-Dub will trigger in. Shea fights to get open. It comes into Holmgren. And Chet will dash across the timeline on the dribble. Driving by Turner down the lane. Kicks right corner. Dort recovered on. Slices left into the paint. Siakam on him. Handing to Dub. Spinning. Fades and fires right of the lane. A 15-foot jumper. Tough shot. In and out. No good. Siakam has the miss. Pascal back. Guarded by Dort. Settles into the half court. Sets up Haliburton out front. He veers to the right wing. Corner right to Turner. Drifting to the flank. 12 to shoot. Sets up Neesmith out front. Now near midcourt. Haliburton. Lofts it. Low right to Siakam to the baseline. Floats it up left-handed and scores it as he blew by Wallace, making it 7-3. Under a mismatch some. Unusual matchups as Wallace penetrates, kicks corner right to Dort. Sets his feet, squares his shoulders, and misses the three long. He's yet to make a three-point shot. Rebound Nembhard. Back come the Pacers. Nembhard drives by Dort. Loses his footing and travels. Lou Dort, a great job of collapsing on Nembhard, forcing the Pacers into their first turnover tonight. Rick Carlisle wanted a foul call. OKC 7, Indiana 3, 3.5 in to quarter number 1. Shea in the backcourt, played by Nembhard, the full 94. Gildas Alexander across the timeline, working up top, slashes left with a step. Stripped to the ball by Nembhard. Ball knocked off his body out of bounds as he wants Mark Daigneault to challenge that possession call because there was a foul on the play that wasn't called. Not coming here. Haliburton on the handle. Squeezed by Wallace. Ducks find a pick by Neesmith. Lobs left wing to Neesmith. Grinding into traffic. Got away with the travel himself. Throws it in the lane. Dort knocks it away. Scooped up by Holmgren. Long leading Dub. Over his head out of bounds. Chet needs to loft that one, and Dub lets him know, let's calm it down a little bit. Thunder defense, ultra disruptive. The Pacers 1-5 shooting with 2 turnovers. Trail at 7-3. Nembhard back with a pick by Turner. Working right. Wallace recovers on him. Ball swung left wing to Siakam. Swooping out front. On the dribble weave to Nembhard. Top of the key. Holds and bounces at the foul line to Siakam over the left shoulder. Lofts and sticks a 13-foot jumper. That's his strength. OKC wants to take that away. He scored the last 2 Pacer buckets, making it 7-5. Shea on the handle. Haliburton on him. Pulls up, pops. Angle right three-pointer. Looks good. It is. It drops. Cha-ching, Thunder money ball. SGA played off on. Splashes to Trey. OKC 10, Indiana 5. Out front, Turner handles. Slashes left on Holmgren. Bullies. Pushes off and fades. 12-footer in the lane. Good. Nice move by Turner off the dribble. Makes it 10-7. Indiana finding its way offensively now. Thunder grabbed the first 7 of the game. Their lead is 3 now with 7:20 left in the first. Holmgren screens for Dub, who pulls up and fires an 18-foot jumper straight away that's short. Haliburton has the miss. On the glass, it's 5-4 Pacers on the scoreboard. 10-7 Thunder. Left corner, Nembhard wide open. Unguarded, fires a 3 and hits it. It's tied at 10. Siakam a good hit ahead, and there was nobody within 15 feet of Nembhard. He's made 48% of his three-pointers in the playoffs. It's tied at 10. Indiana on a 10-3 burst after trailing 7-0. 7:07 left in the opening quarter. OKC Group's calling a timeout. We'll take that as well. This is Thunder basketball.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chupp musterds up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up. And he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smart hours.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Gideon Hamilton, welcome you back inside Paycom Center. The Pacers and the Thunder, 2 of the best teams in the playoffs in terms of ball protection here in the first segment of this game. Both teams with 2 turnovers. Here's Matt Pinto.
Looking for a place to watch the NBA Finals? The game's always on at Thunder Watch Zones, presented by Michelob Ultra. Find a watch zone near you at OKCThunder.com/Bar Network. Well, the Thunder's initial blow, a 7-0 start, has not deterred the Pacers from staying the course in playing their aggressive style of basketball. As Gideon mentioned, they forced 2 turnovers and a 4 of 10 shooting start for Oklahoma City. Indiana's gotten loose as Siakam, with early offense, has made his 2 shots in Game 1. And Nembhard, on a hit ahead by Siakam, just knocked down a wide-open corner 3. The first made tray for the Pacers in this finals, as Ben Shepherd is summoned from a Pacer bench that's pretty fortified, going 9 deep for Rick Carlisle. OKC starting Cason Wallace tonight, bringing Isaiah Hartenstein off the bench. Ihart yet to play. It remains the original starting 5 for the Thunder of Dort, SGA, Wallace, J-Dub, and Chet Holmgren. Ben Shepherd, Obi Toppin at 6'9" off the Indiana bench, along with Miles Turner, Andrew Nembhard, and Tyrese Haliburton for the Pacers. Indiana shows full court pressure as they have all night. Ball comes in deep in the backcourt to Dub. Hand check by Shepherd, a quality defender. Jalen speed dribbles across the timeline to activate for the Thunder as the Pacers extend their pressure. Dub working out front, dancing on the dribble, shuttles left, steps back, fires a 20-foot jumper from the wing is short and not a good shot. Haliburton clears, Thunder 4 of 11. Pacers seek their first lead as Haliburton gives it up on the right flank to Nembhard, gets it back, shadowed by Shea. Straightaway Turner, slot left to Nembhard, 12 to shoot, pass faking, Dort on him. In the corner, Toppin slides baseline. Bumps into Wallace, spins, and shuttles into the backcourt. Out of bounds. That'll be the Pacers' 3rd turnover. Excellent job converging on dribble penetration, not once but twice by the Thunder, forcing Indiana into its 3rd giveaway. Those have netted the Thunder offense nothing yet. No points off of those takeaways. And that's a non-live ball giveaway by Indiana. 6:28 left in the first. It's tied at 10. Dub to trigger underneath. Holmgren comes to it on the wing. Scoreless. Actually scored a bucket early. Dub near midcourt to Shea. Challenged by Nembhard. Stutter steps. Blast right. Down the lane across his body. Floats a runner that rolls in from 7 feet out. Nembhard grabbing his arm without a whistle. Shea's got 7. It's 12-10 Oklahoma City. Shepherd top of the key to Turner. Hands behind him to Haliburton. Slicing and kicking. Corner right to Nembhard. Out front to Turner. On the dribble weave, Nembhard comes to get it. Slashing left. Down speed to Turner in traffic. Stripped to the ball by Dort, who gathers. That's the 4th Thunder takeaway. Shea giving the pumpkin. Pulls up pop, 16-foot jumper straight away, won't drop. In and out. Dort fights for the rebound, comes out of the pack with it. In the lane, Holmgren spins on Turner, pump fakes. Comes to the rim and is stripped to the ball by Turner. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Dort. Boy, the Thunder can't get a foul call on Indiana inside to save their life. It's 12-10 OKC. Thunder getting up 5 more shots than the Pacers, but leading by only a bucket on 5 of 14, shooting to 4 of 9 for Indiana. Nembhard out front, pestered by Wallace. Ducks find a pick by Turner. Jump passes to Turner. He's wide open for 3 straight away. A lofted rainbow that's no good. Dub the rebound. Good box out on Toppin. As he crosses the timeline, 1 of 4 shooting. Dancing on the dribble. Kicks to Shea. Gliding right down the lane. Bumped by Shepherd. Floats it up. Counts if it goes. It will not. Finally, a whistle blown against Indiana. And Gildas Alexander goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. 5:23 left in the quarter. No, they say it is not a shooting foul. He had not gathered. Wow. Side out Thunder. 14 restored to the shot clock. It's Shepherd's first, and he's going to play limited minutes, so he's going to be ultra aggressive defensively. Jalen Williams to trigger, does to Shea near midcourt. Swooping right. Tied up by Nembhard. Out front to Holmgren. On the dribble weave, Shea comes to get it. 8 to shoot. Angling right, double feeds Holmgren down the lane. Left wing to Wallace. Catch and shoot rainbow 3 is up. Short. Dort back taps to miss. Holmgren on it. Down the lane on Turner. Sidesteps him. Lays it up. Overshoots the rim. Turner got away with another foul. No whistle. Dort has the rebound. And he's grabbed and fouled by Indiana. Thunder going to town on the offensive glass. And the chant is Lou for his hustle on the glass. He's got 6 rebounds already in 7 game minutes. Helping the Thunder get extended possessions as Caruso and Hartenstein check in. Wallace and Holmgren check out. Chet has a bucket in 3 shots. And Cason Wallace, 0 of 1 shooting, has yet to strike. Thunder by a bucket, 7 minutes into the first, low scoring. Shea down the lane, gliding to the rim, spins a right-hand layup up and in. Swooping by Turner and attacking Shepherd for the deuce. And Rick Carlisle seen enough. Timeout Indiana. Thunder doubling the Pacers scoring inside as SGA's got loose for 9. And OKC leads by 4, 14-10, 4:59 left in the first. This is Thunder basketball.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smarthours.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Stevie Nicks. One special night. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Stevie Nicks. Live at Paycom Center.
Gideon Hamilton welcome you back to Paycom Center. Thunder with a 4-point lead. This despite a 6 of 17 shooting start. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 4-6. He's got 9 points. The Thunder have doubled up the Pacers in the paint so far. 8-4 on 4 of 8 opportunities there. Here's Matt Pinto.
Vassar Hall is now Thunder Hall, your official Thunder watch party destination for the 2025 NBA Finals. Watch the Thunder on the big screen with giveaways, great food, and more. Head to OKCThunder.com/Thunder Hall for more information. Thunder getting up 7 more shots than the Pacers as a result of staying active on the backboard. Out-rebounding the Pacers thus far 8-6. Lou Dort seeing to that with 2 offensive retrievals and 5 rebounds overall. Thunder a good job of providing hustle in a game that has featured a lot of physicality and both teams showing well defensively. They've got an unsung area that the Pacers bring to the finals. 7th rated in defense over the final 45 of the regular season, and they've been solid in postseason. Isaiah Joe checks in for the Thunder for the first time in Game 1. TJ McConnell, the answer off the Pacer bench, an outstanding reserve point guard. Very crafty at 6 feet. He joins Haliburton, a dual point guard look for Indiana, along with Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Obi Toppin. Former Knick teammates Isaiah Hartenstein and Toppin guarding one another, as Ihart's joined by Joe, Dort, Caruso, and SGA for the Thunder. Thunder 14, the Pacers 10. Siakam steps out between the rings, Harris by Caruso. Feeds slot right to Toppin, sizing up his defender, dumps it low right to Nesmith, is stripped of the ball inside by Shea, not once but twice. Looked like the ball was off the body and Nesmith out of bounds, but they call it Indiana possession. 8 to shoot. David Guthrie missed that one. Mark Daigneault looking overhead and will not challenge it. 8 to shoot for the Pacers. McConnell to trigger. Holding. Still holds. Left corner, Haliburton, catch and shoot. Frog-legged 3, no good. Caruso the long rebound. The Pacers are 1 of 6 from distance. Shea fed in the backcourt, works a Hartenstein pick. Winds across the timeline to the left baseline. Pulls up, pop, 16-foot jumper, won't drop. Hartenstein fights for it. Back tap by Dort, but claimed by Toppin. Back comes Haliburton. Streaming up the right side, SGA on him. Haliburton, cross-court left to Toppin. Gives it up on the wing to Nesmith. Left corner, McConnell stepping out of bounds on the pass. That won't work. That's the Pacers' 5th turnover of the opening quarter. This team's been really good protecting it. 5th best among playoff teams at just under 13 giveaways a night. They have 5 already in Game 1. Thunder up 4. Shea left wing. Hand check by Nesmith. Out front to Joe. Isaiah. Slides left. Drives baseline on Haliburton. Pulls up, pop. 16-foot rainbow jumper. Drops. He had 11 points in 6 minutes in Game 5 against Minnesota in the Western Finals. Top in left corner. Can't escape Hartenstein. Gives to McConnell. Driving baseline. Pinned by Hartenstein. Right corner deferring to Nesmith. Closed out by Shea. 10 to shoot on the dribble weave. Haliburton slides down the lane. Jump passes in traffic. Knocked away. Toppin has it. Drives into a double and sails it over and back. Another Pacer turnover. Thunder defense is swarming and ultra disruptive. It is their MO. And the Pacers are feeling it right now, baby, in Game 1. Thunder run off 6 straight. They get it back off of their 6th takeaway of the opening quarter of the opener of the NBA Finals. 3:43 left in the first. Indiana has gone 3 minutes and 24 seconds without scoring. SGA between the rings. Slides left on Nesmith down the lane. Lays it high off the window. No good. Knocked down without a whistle. Are you kidding me? McConnell back. Right wing Haliburton. Dances to the corner. Dared to shoot does. A rainbow three up. Unguarded. It's good. Don't want to give him open looks. Caruso didn't contest the shot. It's 16-13 despite the Thunder's heroics defensively. OKC's made 7 of 20 shots. Caruso in the backcourt. Grabbed by McConnell. No whistle. Winds out left and gives to Hartenstein. Up top, bounce feeding backdoor to Shea. Escaping one defender. Shovel feeds left wing to Caruso open. The rainbow three is on the way. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. The third of the quarter. Alex Caruso lofts and sticks it. AC for three. 19-13 Thunder. Haliburton driving and kicking to top and loses the ball. Hartenstein says, I'll take that. That's the 7th Indiana giveaway. SGA doubled crossing the timeline. Widens out right. Grimes. Dances left into the paint, elevates and fades. 13-foot jumper. He forced that shot. It's short. He's now 4 of 9 in game 1. Haliburton's got the miss. Scoots up the right side. Escapes Shea. Gives it wide left to Toppin. Contained by Caruso. Lost the ball. Gets it back. Finds Siakam between the rings to Haliburton. Shifting left. An offensive foul is going to wipe it out as Siakam buries Dort on a moving screen. And Pascal Siakam has his first foul of game 1. Miles Turner, Andrew Nembhard, and Benedict Mathurin for the first time in this series check in for Indiana. Aaron Wiggins gets his debut for the Thunder off the bench, sitting down Lou Dort. 19-13 Thunder. Their largest lead was 7-0 to begin this game. They've outscored the Pacers 8-4 inside, limited Indiana to 2 of 7 on threes. As Wiggins will cross the timeline against Siakam's sticky on-ball pressure. Aaron had the ball pawed away from him by Siakam, knocked off his arm out of bounds, no whistle. So the Pacers come away with the Thunder's third turnover as Wiggins was incredibly tentative, working that ball up against Siakam's on-ball heat. 19-13 Thunder, a low-scoring first of game 1. 2:25 left in the opening quarter. McConnell across the timeline, shadowed by Joe. Scrambles left, unguarded, lays it up on the run and lays it in. The middle opened wide as Joe got blistered off the bounce. It's 19-15. Caruso out front to Hartenstein. Reverses field, down the lane, surges by Turner. Lost it, got it back, spins, hooks, had it blocked by Turner. Foul coming up on Turner reaching in. So Miles Turner has been hatcheting Thunder shooters, finally gets whistled for his first foul. And Ihart goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. The Pacers are really extending their pressure. If the Thunder can space the floor, they can go backdoor on this defense or beat it off the dribble as Hartenstein just did. Ihart's first free throw of the finals is good, making his NBA Finals debut, hitting 64% of his foul shots during the playoffs. Came off the bench only 4 times in the 57 it played with the Thunder in his first season in an OKC uniform. Thomas Bryant in, Miles Turner out. Turner sits with 3 points, no rebounds, and 1 personal foul. Thomas Bryant, an electrifying performance in the clincher for the Pacers against the Knicks. Scored a playoff career-high 11, including 3 threes. Hartenstein hits both free throws, and OKC's back up 6, 21-15. McConnell across the timeline on the handle. Thunder show a 2-3 zone for the first time. McConnell splits the front defenders, can't surge free, gives to Siakam, handing to Mathurin. Out front, left wing Bryant, left corner Nembhard. Casts a 3 over Hartenstein, overshoots a rim and air ball. SGA fields it on the fly, his second rebound. SGA down the lane on Siakam, pushes off, grinds and floats it. No good from 10. Heights for his own miss. Hartenstein has it and lays it up and in. Fighting for the loose change. The bucket on the follow. Hartenstein 4 straight. Thunder by 8. McConnell on the right flank, holding near midcourt to Nembhard. Thunder in a 2-3 zone. Left flank Mathurin. Corner left Siakam drives by Hartenstein and is grabbed from behind by Hartenstein. It's on the floor, no continuation. That's the Thunder's first team foul in the game's last 2 minutes, side out. Hartenstein recognized he was beaten badly off the bounce and wouldn't allow the easy one to Pascal Siakam. Thunder, their largest lead of the opener of this series, 23-15. Despite 37% field goal shooting, they've gotten up 10 more shots than the Pacers, thanks to 6 turnovers. Siakam out front. Spinning on Caruso, no maneuverability. Backs down and kicks to McConnell. 6 to shoot. Corner right Mathurin to the baseline on Wiggins. Takes it up. Blocked by Wiggins. Hartenstein pouncing on the loose ball. Gilgeous-Alexander dribbling head up off the outlet. Scrams to left wing. Now the baseline on the run on Siakam. Steps away, fires a fadeaway. 12-foot jumper. Rips the cords. OKC by 10. Timeout Indiana. It has been a melee physically in the opening quarter of this series, and the Thunder persevering have gotten 11 from the MVP SGA, and with 1:04 left in the first, that pull-up jumper left baseline punctuates a 9-2 Thunder blitz for a 10-point lead at 25-15. This is Thunder basketball.
Dive into the excitement where the spirit of Thunder basketball meets classic diner delights at Boomerang Diner. On Mondays, start off the week with a winning deal. Grab a mouth-watering burger for half the price. On Fridays, feast on all-you-can-eat fish and make your Fridays truly memorable. And no matter the quarter, it's always breakfast time at Boomerang. Pancakes, eggs, and more, served all day, every day. Fuel up like a champ today. Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
KWPN, more WWLS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
Join the loudest fans in the league and become a quarter-season ticket member tonight. Get ahead of the game and place your deposit for the 300 level now at OKCThunder.com/memberships. While neither team taking any physical quarter, Thunder a great job of generating additional possessions with 6 takeaways thus far, and I should say 8 takeaways thus far in the opening quarter of this NBA Finals, and that's allowed them 10 more shots from the field and a 10-point lead. Full court pressure. Joe with Wiggins, pestering McConnell and Mathurin in the backcourt. Now they settle back into a man-to-man defense. Corner right, McConnell dared to shoot a 3, now closed out by Joe. Holds. Dances, spins across the lane, fades, and knocks down a 5-footer. That's his game. Thunder got to do a better job converging on him from that short to mid-range. It's 25-17, an 8-point contest, 45 seconds left in the first. Rusardo Hartenstein, high post left. Thomas Bryant on him. Ihart blasting baseline. Lays it up right hand, reverse, knocks it down and gets knocked down. And one coming for the big man. Isaiah Hartenstein, the okey-doke. Faked the handoff and then burrowed free along the baseline against Bryant. Spun in the right-hand reverse as a lefty. He's at the free throw line with a big burst off the bench. 6 points in 4 minutes. Foul called on McConnell on the arm after Bryant got beaten badly off the dribble. 27-17 Thunder. They go to a 9th player overall in the first quarter as Kenrich Williams is summoned. Aaron Wiggins checks out. Hartenstein 2 of 2 at the foul line. Also has 2 rebounds and a steal in 4 game minutes. Thunder defense ultra disruptive. Hartenstein buries the foul shot. The lead swells to 11, a night high thus far at 28-17. McConnell picked up by Joe. TJ drifts right wing out front to Toppin. Dared to shoot, does an open 3-pointer that's up and in. Obi Toppin only making 33% of his threes in the playoffs. In a vacant lot there makes it 28-20. Shea dribbles by Nembhard, who grabs from behind, and that will bring free throws for SGA the other way. A team foul the Pacers did not have to give with 25.3 left in quarter number 1. That's not a wise play by Andrew Nembhard at all. Shea was 70 feet from the bucket. Nembhard guilty of his first. And it's clear the Pacers, like the Thunder defense, want to wear down OKC with full court heat and extended pressure throughout the course of game 1. Shea's first foul shot's on the way, good. The chance of MVP realized by Shea's extraordinary season. He's bidding to become an MVP, scoring champ, and NBA title holder, joining the company of Lou Alcindor, who did it, Shaquille O'Neal, who did it, and Michael Jordan, who did it 4 times. That is elite, rarefied air that Shea pursues in this NBA Finals. 25.3 left in the quarter. He's got a dozen to lead all scorers. Thunder lead at 29-20. Shea makes it 29-20, missing the second. Toppin's got the miss, a difference of 1 game to shot clock. Haliburton back in with Toppin. Siakam, Mathurin, and Nesmith. Dort's on Haliburton, scrambling right. Keeps the dribble alive, 43 feet from the bucket. 8 to shoot. Up the right side, steps to the wing, pump fakes. Gives to Nesmith, blasting right. Shea strips him. It's on the deck. Shea's got it. 4 seconds left. In the backcourt, crossing the timeline with 2. Scrambling right to the baseline. Lays it up on the run at the buzzer. No good. May have been deflected by Nesmith going up. And there's no foul coming against Indiana. But OKC lays claim physically to quarter number 1 of the NBA Finals. Gilgeous-Alexander sees to that with a dozen. OKC forces 9 turnovers in the opening frame to lead 29-20 over the Pacers going to the second at Paycom Center. This is Thunder basketball.
Thunder fans, the Thunder are playing excellent basketball, and MidFirst Bank has a great way for you to show our All-Stars your support. Score $200 and a Thunder or Rumble debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. Use your $200 to buy fan gear or MVP-worthy apparel. Bank like a champion with the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Learn more today at midfirst.com/thunderup. Member FDIC.
With Mazio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazios.com.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at OGE.com/smarthours.
Thunder Basketball is sponsored by Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep. And MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. The Indiana Pacers, one of the better teams at ball control so far in this year's playoffs. The first quarter of this game, they've already turned the ball over 9 times. Here's Matt Pinto.
That's happened to them only once on this playoff run to the NBA Finals. It came against Cleveland on March 6th with 9 giveaways in the opening frame. That's allowed the Thunder 9 more shots at the bucket and 3 more successes. Both sides have made 3 3-pointers. OKC 4 of 5 at the line. The Pacers 1 of 2. Thunder have led by as many as 11. Own a 9-point edge going to the second quarter as A.J. Mitchell checks in. The rookie getting some early run in the NBA Finals. Joining Aaron Wiggins, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hartenstein, and J-Dub for the Thunder. Indiana counters with Benedict Mathurin, Ben Shepherd, T.J. McConnell, Pascal Siakam, and Obi Toppin. Pacer ball to begin the second. They shoot at the basket to my left. Thunder won the opening tip. They'll have it to begin the fourth quarter as well. As in the backcourt, Shepherd hands to McConnell and nearly lost the ball out of bounds. Caruso jamming him up. McConnell high post left giving to Siakam. Back to TJ. Widening out left. Caruso on him. Ducks right behind the Toppin pick. On the dribble weave to Mathurin. Smothered by Wiggins. Left corner Toppin. Catch and shoot rainbow 3 is up and in. Toppin's made 2 threes off the bench. He has 7 points in 6 minutes. It's 29-23. Thunder lead shaved to 6. It was 11 just moments ago. Mitchell pestered by McConnell. Gets the ball back from Hartenstein. Left wing to Wiggins. Sliding baseline on Siakam. Spinning. Across his body goes Glass and banks home. Falling down a 7-footer. Ballerina pirouetting is Wiggins for the deuce. It's 31-23 Thunder. Toppin early in the second quarter. Giving to Siakam out front. Pascal trying to snake by Hartenstein. Can't. Gives to Shepherd. Wide right McConnell. Back to Shepherd, right wing, contained by Mitchell, 6 to shoot. McConnell handling, top of the key. Sails it right wing to Toppin. Catch, shoot, rainbow 3 is going to be short this time. Hartenstein over the shoulder, nabs the rebound, his third. The big man crossing the timeline. 7 points in back pocket, gives to Dub. Slot right, Caruso. Mid-post right, Hartenstein, pass fakes, 12 to shoot. Drifts out front, handing to Dub. Circling right wing, elevates and fires the rainbow 17-foot jumper, not close. He's now 1 of 5 in game 1. Outside rebound, McConnell. Back come the Pacers down 8. TJ settles into the right corner against Wiggins. Slides, spins, can't squirt free. Lobs inside to Siakam, catching, stripped to the ball going up by Caruso, but they call a foul on Alex. And he may ask the bench to challenge this. David Guthrie blows the whistle, indicating Siakam got hit on the arm. We're watching replay right now, and that is completely clean. Contact on the ball came before there was any skin-to-skin contact. And in the modern game, that's not a foul. There will be no challenge, and Siakam benefits by the whistle. He's a shaky foul shooter, readying for his first of game 1. He has 4 points as he bends his knees and strokes the first, and he hits it. Pascal Siakam, a 3-time All-Star, including this season, a 67% foul shooter during the playoffs. Indiana's made 67% of its 3 tries in game 1, trailing by 7, 31-24. 10:33 left in the second. Pascal Siakam from Cameroon fires the second one. He nailed them both. So Indiana, despite allowing the Thunder 10 more shots from the field, is on an 8-3 run and trails by just 6, resourcefully hanging around as Mathurin grabs the jersey of Dub and contests him full court. Out in front, Caruso leans in and scores a right-hand layup on an excellent hit-ahead push pass by J-Dub. Off the bench, Caruso has 5. Siakam up the right side, bumped and fouled by Jalen Williams. I'll tell you what, they need to define what a foul is in this game, because on one end, it's not being blown the same way as it is at the other. That's the Thunder's second-team foul, a minute 40 into the quarter, as Dub reached in, his first personal. McConnell with 21 to shoot. Sets up Mathurin near midcourt. Ben on the dribble, back of a top and pick, a moving screen. Grinds and leans, his floating 13-foot jumper not there. Caruso back taps to Mr. Wiggins. Aaron speed dribbles up the right side. Cross-court left to Caruso. Played by Shepard. Dances and crosses over, ducks down the lane, floats it to the rim, and is fouled doing so by Ben Shepard. Excellent attack by Alex Caruso, who had Shepard on skates in retreat. 10:03 left in the second quarter. OKC again can establish a double-digit working margin if Caruso knocks down 2 free throws. Alex in 7 minutes has 5 points. OKC forcing 9 first-quarter turnovers thanks to 2 Dort steals, one by Shea and one by Ihart. Caruso, twice an all-defensive selection, and likely would have been for a third time had he played the requisite number of 65 games, but he didn't, logging 54 in the regular season. He sticks the foul shot. Thunder getting big productivity off the bench from Caruso with 6, Hartenstein 7, a bucket each from Joe and Wiggins. Siakam joined by Miles Turner on the front line now for Indiana as Toppin sits down. He brought scoring thump in reserve with 9 points himself. Both free throws good by Caruso. Thunder back up 10. They've led by as many as 11. It's 35-25, never trailing in game 1. McConnell wide right, shadowed by Caruso. Top key Siakam, veering left. Hands on the wing to Shepard for a catch-shoot rainbow 3 that he hits on Hartenstein. That's a tough shot. A contested shot. That's a 5th 3 of the night by Indiana. Wiggins front court, Thunder by 7, giving to Hartenstein. Crossing over, drives by Turner, down the lane, lays it up, and Turner blocks the shot. Mitchell has it, kicks right wing Wiggins. He wants 3, gets none, he back rim that. Shepard clears, up the right side to Mathurin. Contained by Dub. Pass fakes, gives it on the right wing to Shepard. Back near midcourt to Mathurin. Second-year man from Arizona, lobbing left base on Siakam. One-on-one on Wiggins, pass fakes, holds. Backs down, wants to go over that left shoulder. Across the lane, fades away, and misfires badly from 12. Well defended. Hartenstein has a miss, hit on the face by Mathurin, no whistle. Outletting right to J-Dub. Crossing the timeline, slashing left, into the paint. Down the lane, lays it high off the window left-handed. It won't go, but he's going to the free throw line because he jitterbugged by Mathurin with a stop-and-go maneuver. Benedict Mathurin picking up his first. Mathurin's been real hot and cold for the Pacers in this playoff first. A guy that sat out the playoffs due to injury a year ago as this team got to the Eastern Finals before succumbing to Boston in 4 straight. Mathurin averaging 10 on this playoff push for the Pacers. Twice has scored 20-plus, but there are nights when he's more of a liability than an advantage gainer. Free throw by Dub is good. Thunder have knocked down 7 of 8 at the stripe. Out-rebounding Indiana 15-12 right now to lead 36-28. Holmgren in, Hartenstein out. Ihart was tremendous. A steal, 4 rebounds, 7 points in 7 minutes. Coming off the bench tonight. Dub rocks into rhythm at the free throw line, bends his knees, arcs it, and sticks it. So Thunder up 9 as they had an advantage after 1 quarter. We were 3 minutes into the second in game 1 of the NBA Finals. McConnell right wing, back of a Siakam pick. Sends it out front to Turner, pass faking. Now Mathurin handles between the rings to McConnell with 8 to shoot. Whips it right wing Shepard. Catch and shoot rainbow 3 is up. No good. Turner has the miss. Strip going up by Caruso. Mitchell on the loose ball. AJ up the sideline, shadowed by Mathurin. Down the lane. Holmgren flips it up, no good, but he's fouled by Shepard. Excellent dish by Mitchell. On time, on target off the right flank by the rookie. And Chet Holmgren says thanks. He'll toe the line for 2. Well, to the aggressor go the spoils, and right now the Thunder will attempt their 10th and 11th free throws of this opening half. I mentioned the Pacers foul more frequently than any team in the playoffs. Holmgren readies with the first of 2, 8:45 left in the second, snaps it off and nails it. Chet Holmgren was mammoth for the Thunder down the stretch in clinching the Western Conference Championship Series against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Holmgren during the playoffs averaging 16.5 was at 20-plus in 3 of the Final 4 against the Timberwolves, including 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the clincher last Wednesday by 30. Wallace back in, sitting down Wiggins. Caruso replaced by the Thunder by Lou Dort. OKC by 10. McConnell exits for Indiana as Nembhard is back in. 8:45 left second quarter. Chet Holmgren at 7-1, readies for the second. Eyes the rim, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes that. Thunder a great job at the line where they're 10 of 11 to lead by 11, 39-28. Haliburton hounded by Dort up the left sideline to Nembhard, nearly threw it away. Nembhard saves it to Haliburton just inside the midcourt area. Grinding right, out of a double, lob straight away to Nesmith. Floors it and dumps it inside to Turner, catching in traffic, missed the layup, got it back, lays it up, no good, but he's fouled going up by Dort. So Miles Turner, not a great rebounder. That time had a height advantage on the interior and took advantage of it. They have gotten dubbed for the foul. If they do, it's going to be Jalen's second. As Turner goes to the free throw line. Thunder with 3 team fouls. Indiana in the same boat. 8:29 left in the second quarter. Now, it was Dort on the foul, his first. And Turner 1 of 2 at the line, toes it for 2. Here he's 1 of 5 shooting with 3 points. Miles, the Texas product, nails the first free throw. Indiana 4 of 5 at the line. Thunder a good job establishing the interior game, outscoring Indiana by double, 16-8. And weathering the Pacers, 5 made 3-pointers thus far in game 1. Turner's second free throw is good. And Indiana's back within 9. They were down 9 after 1, so no blood yet. 3.5 in to the second quarter. Mitchell pushes. Contained by Haliburton. Sends it to the trailing Holmgren. To the foul line. Can't surge by Turner. Hands to Mitchell off the stutter step. Slips inside as Turner knocked his dribble away. It's saved by Mitchell going out of bounds to Wallace. Payson left baseline. Lays it up on the run, overshoots the rim, got hit by Haliburton, no whistle, as Wallace strips Turner. Mitchell fed. Angle left 3 by the rookie, no good. Fights for his own miss, gets it, drives and floats it up, short from 5. Haliburton's got the missed shot. Lets traffic fly by. Tyrese front court with only 1 assist in this game and 3 points. Back of a Turner pick, pulls up right wing. Pump fakes, now fires the 3, that's good. Got to stay contained with discipline against him on those pump fakes. That was not the case there. And the Indiana Pacers, despite being outplayed by the Thunder, with OKC's force defensively turning it over 11 times, are down only 6 at 39-33. Will take time. The Pacers riding the long ball, 6 of 14 shooting from 3 to within a half dozen with 7:50 left in the opening half. This is Thunder basketball.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chupp musters up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up. And he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. The Oklahoma City Thunder destroying Indiana in the possession battle so far in this game. They've gotten up 11 more field goal attempts and 5 more free throw attempts. Thunder have also outscored the Pacers in the paint 16-8. However, on their second chance opportunities, Oklahoma City only 2 of 8 on those. Here's Matt Pinto.
And only 2 of 10 shooting in the second quarter. Thus, Their 36% field goal accuracy has the door open for Indiana. Pacers have run off 5 in a row to pull within 6 with 7:50 left in the second quarter, riding more crisp shooting. 6 of 14 from 3 and 11 of 25 overall, 44%. Thunder at 36%, 13 of 36, and 3 of 8 from long distance. 7:50 left in the second quarter. Oklahoma City in possession as SGA filters back in along with Joe, Wallace, Chet Holmgren, and Lou Dort. With camps all summer long, there's something for every athlete looking to thunder up their skills. Stay in the game this summer with Thunder Youth Basketball Camps presented by Simple Modern. Find a camp that fits your schedule at okcthunder.com/summercamps. Indiana again showing full court pressure against the Thunder offense in an effort to wear down OKC. It's Toppin, Turner, Neesmith, Haliburton, and Nembhard. Payson Wallace in the backcourt. Picked up by Neesmith. Gingerly crossing the timeline, angling left, feeds Holmgren between the rings. He's checked by Turner. Veering right, gives to Shea, swooping out front against Nembhard. 10 to shoot. Shea off the stutter step. Nembhard reaches in. Shea crosses over. Elevates and fires the angle right. 20-foot jumper right between the eyes. He splashes it. Shea showing his wares to the tune of 14 first game points. It's 41-33. Haliburton trying to shake Dort, can't. Lobs right wing to Turner. Miles steps out on the perimeter. Got away with the travel. Gives to Haliburton. 10 to shoot. Haliburton steps back. Draws 2. Shuttles to Neesmith. Going with it before he had it. Now he gathers 5 to shoot. Cranks the left side angle 3. That's short. Under a good job of double teaming Haliburton. Disrupting the timing. Holmgren has the miss. Swooping back. Down the lane on Turner. Contained. Reverses field. Ducking left. Lays it up left-handed. Can't convert. Tough shot. Didn't get much lift on it. Neesmith the other way off the miss. Aaron on the right flank to the trailing Turner. Miles out front again, traveling, moving his pivot foot left and right. Nembhard fed on the perimeter with 10 to shoot. Guarded by Dort. Grinds and slices. Baseline, pump faking. Loses the ball going up. Dort called for a reach-in foul. It'll be his second. And the Thunder at the foul limit with 6:37 left in the quarter. Nembhard really good in entangling arms once he realizes he has a defender off balance. Mark Daignault addressed that in the pregame full media press conference. Nembhard to the free throw line with 3 points in back pocket. He's made a 3, one of the 6 the Pacers have lofted and stuck. Thunder by 8, but yet to shake this Eastern Conference champ as Nembhard knocks down the first foul shot. Indiana 6 of 7 foul shooting, OKC 10 of 11. Both sides showing well there. Andrew Nembhard, a very good foul shooter, 89% in the playoffs, 91% in the regular season. His second foul shot tumbles no good. The broadcaster jinx in full effect. Holmgren has the missed shot. His second rebound. Shea fed. Stutter steps to activate for the Thunder. Shadowed by Nembhard. Kicks to Joe. Slashing left on Haliburton down the lane. Lays it up left-handed and it rolls off. He blew the bunny. Neesmith has a miss. In the backcourt, Haliburton up the left side. Nembhard slashes it in the paint. Runs into Joe. No blood, no foul. Now they call an offensive foul on Nembhard. It came late. Isaiah Joe adept at drawing them. 4th best in the NBA, in fact, during the regular season. Forces the Pacers into their 12th turnover of Game 1. And despite getting up, given those takeaways, 13 more shots than Indiana, the Thunder lead is only 7. 6:17 left in the second. Shea wriggles free of Nembhard deep in the backcourt. Holmgren screens. It never develops. Shea scrambling. Finally gets across midcourt with 15 to shoot. 6:05 left in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander steps back, fires. Angle left 3 is on the way. Short. Haliburton makes it a one-and-done proposition. Thunder now are 3 of 9 from 3. Haliburton swooping down the lane on Holmgren. Pump fakes. Jump passes right wing to Neesmith. Grinding by Dort. Right corner Nembhard wide open. Strokes the three-pointer that's on the way short. Offside rebound snagged by Wallace. Payson pushing straight ahead. Guarded by Neesmith. Down the lane grinding. Steps to the rim. Floats it up short. Neesmith held his ground as the ball is knocked away by Wallace, and Payson called for a loose ball foul. Penalty situation. Neesmith gets free throws the other way. As Shea goes over to counsel Payson Wallace, the youngster from Richardson, Texas. 5:38 left in the second quarter. Indiana is ominously hanging around. The Thunder made only 34% of their shots, and they're shooting a very poor percentage in the paint. They've missed 3 since the timeout in the lane and are now 8 of 23 on the interior shooting the basketball. Neesmith for 2 at the line. He's also a very good foul shooter. Lofts the first and drills it. So Aaron Neesmith, who was the hero for Indiana in that New York Knicks series in Game 1 with 8 made three-pointers in the opener, 30 points, a playoff career high. helping Indiana resurrect their hopes from 7 down in the final 50 seconds to force overtime before they won it 138-135 en route to winning the Eastern Conference Championship in 6 games. Neesmith readies with the second. Bends his knees, eyes the rim, dip shoots, and that one no good, he back rimmed it. Nembhard back taps the miss, run down in the backcourt by Siakam. Slashing down the lane to the rim, lays it up left-handed and lays it in. 41-37, the Pacers are hanging around. 5:28 left in quarter number 2. Indiana on a 9-2 burst. Dub crossing the timeline. A rough night offensively for him. 1 of 5 shooting. Jalen to the foul line. Kicks right corner. Dort pump faking. Fires a 3 over Siakam. Tough shot, but he nails it. Ching a Thunder money ball. Wow. Normally he who hesitates misses in the NBA. Not that time. Lou for 3. Thunder by 7. Haliburton trying to sneak back with a Turner pick. Does. Jumped at by Holmgren. Gets the ball back. Haliburton 30 feet away, now double, swooping right, steps back, bounce feeds inside to Turner, knocked away in there. Wallace has it after Shea deflected it out of the hands of the big man. Gildas Alexander on the prowl, Thunder by 7. Dancing, steps back, arcs an angle left three-pointer, no good. Siakam has a miss as Shea is 1 of 3 on 3, the Thunder 4 of 11. Nembhard, as off the ball, Turner knocks down Shea and is called for an offensive foul, his second. Tried to establish interior position and got too overzealous and shed Shea with the Pacers' 14th turnover. But those have resulted in only 6 Thunder points. Topping in, Turner out. 4:41 left in the second. OKC by 7. Thunder have led throughout by as many as 11. Gildas Alexander in deep backcourt, picked up by Neesmith. Pacers a team foul to give as Caruso sets a bruising screen on Nembhard to free Shea across midcourt. Shea. Corner left Holmgren. Keys up a rainbow 3 that's online but short. Loose ball backed up by Caruso, claimed by Haliburton, who stripped the ball by Dort. Shea splits a double. Off the stutter step into the paint. Corner right Caruso holds up the right sideline to Shea. The Pacers are back intact. Up top to Dub, blasting left on Siakam. Kicks in the corner to Dort, up with another rainbow 3-pointer. Looks good, it is! Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball! Lugens Dort, back-to-back long-range hits. Timeout Pacers! Dort, the first team all-defensive selection, lets the Pacers know, I've got an offensive stroke too, baby. He's got 6 in succession. Thunder by 10, 47-37, with 4:12 left in the opening half of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. This is Thunder basketball.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Riverwind is bringing the heat this June at OKC's favorite casino.
So get the party started with the hottest jackpots in town.
Book a stay at our hotel for a weekend of fun with friends.
Win like an all-star on your go-to games.
Grab a bite and a bev at one of our fabulous eateries.
Go for gold with your wild card and play for your chance at $80,000 in our Sunshine Riches giveaway.
For the best summer yet and unforgettable good times, make it Riverwinds.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/Smart Hours.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center, where the Oklahoma City Thunder now have a 10-point lead over the Pacers. Indiana's on pace for over 30 turnovers in this game. They've already given up 15 times already. Oklahoma City, 8 of those have been steals. Here's Matt Pinto.
Got 3 by Lou Dort, putting on quite a show at both ends in this opening half. He's knocked down a pair of threes in this second quarter to fuel a Thunder offensive attack that's been off the mark shooting the basketball in this game. Only 35% shooting, 5 of 13 on threes. They've attempted 23 shots in the paint, converting only 8. While Indiana's attempted 9 shots in the lane, knocking down 5. If the Thunder begin converting those shots on the interior, they're going to blow this team out of here tonight. But we'll see if that happens. Credit Indiana for contesting those shots in the lane. Off the timeout, the Thunder back up double digits. They've led by no more than 11. Indiana's yet to lead in game one. It's Wallace, Dort, Dub, SGA, and Alex Caruso. Thunder go really small without a center out there against Siakam, Haliburton, Toppin, Benedict Mathurin, and Aaron Nesmith. Pacer ball, 4:12 left in the quarter. Indiana, a team foul to give Thunder out. Siakam on Dub. Works high post, right? Out near midcourt to Toppin. Swings it slot left to Mathurin. Between the rings to Haliburton. Back. Angle left to Mathurin. Drives into Wallace. Loses ball. Gets it back. It swung slot right to Haliburton. Off the stutter step. Angle right. Siakam on the perimeter. 3 to shoot. Swipe that. To the foul line. Elevates and fires. A shot block going up by Dub. Mathurin has it. Stripped of the ball by Dort. It's a shot clock violation. So Dub on Siakam and Dort on Mathurin. Those two guys grew up in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, played against each other as 9-year-olds all the way through the ranks. Mathurin and Dort shaking free of Nesmith to establish the offensive attack is Shea. Angling right, whips it left corner to Caruso. Catch and shoot rainbow 3 up and off. Dort fights for the rebound, tips it. Mathurin has it, blasting back. Nearly lost the dribble. Now stripped by Caruso, taking it the other way on Nesmith. Barreling and scooping. And called for an offensive foul. So Alex Caruso picks up his second foul. Credit Nesmith for establishing position. He was set above the restricted semicircle. So the Thunder forced into their 4th turnover. This has just been an unusual game because you look at the shots attempted. The Thunder with 46, Indiana 29, and yet it's only a 10-point game. Pacers have to be counting their lucky stars right now that they're in it. Mathurin out, McConnell back in. He was effective while in there earlier with 4 points and 2 assists in 8 minutes. Guarded by Wallace. Deep in the backcourt. McConnell spinning. Slashing left. Front court. The top and up top. Veering right on the dribble weave to Nesmith. Smothered by Shea. Left wing to McConnell. Works to the top. Looking low to Siakam. McConnell smothered. 6 to shoot. Nesmith lobs inside. Intended for Siakam. Knocked away by Caruso. Gathered by Dub to Shea. Weaving his way into paint. Kicks to Dub open. Right wing 3 on the way. Short. Dub 1 of 6. 1 and done for the Thunder. Nesmith has the miss. Front court Haliburton. Cross court right top and leans in, launches. Long angle right 3-pointer. This one's off. Shea doubles back, secures his 3rd rebound. 2:45 left in the opening half. Thunder by 10. SGA behind a Caruso pick. Kicks to Alex up top. Driving and kicking corner left door. Sets his feet, squares his shoulders, and rips the court for 3. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. It's the Dort Show. Welcome to it in game 1. Thunder by 13. 50-37, their largest lead. Lou flashing 3 threes in the corner. Bad pass to McConnell. Stolen by Dort. Who else? His 4th steal. Flew up the right side to the trailing SGA. Stutter step. Steps back, fires. Angle right 3-pointer is on the way. Not close. Only backboard, no rim. Nesmith has the miss. Aaron settles in right wing. Out near midcourt to Haliburton. 2:10 to play in the quarter. Haliburton drives by Wallace. Kicks to the trailing McConnell wide open. Strokes a set shot. Angle left 3. That's good. Every time the Thunder seem to get daylight, the Pacers splash a 3. Their 7th 3 of the half makes it 50-40. Inside the final 2 minutes, McConnell's on Dub. Working the handle. Slashes left on Nesmith. Down the lane, floats it across his body. It rolls in off the backboard from 7. Strong move by Dub. 52-40 Thunder. Haliburton pulls up, lobs. Corner left to Nesmith. Closed out by Shea. Fires a 3 anyway. That's online and good. So the Pacers now 8 3-pointers made in 19 tries. Back within 9. 1:30 left in the first half. Dub on the handle out front. To the baseline on Haliburton. Pump fakes. Swings it out near midcourt to Shea with 10 to shoot. 1:25 left in the half. Shea reverses field on Nesmith. Down the lane, darting to the rim, lays it up left-handed, lays it home on Siakam. Big-time move by the MVP, who has 16. 1:15 left in the half. Thunder by 11. McConnell up the right side. Back of a pick by Neesmith that lays out Caruso. McConnell, left corner, finds top and pump fake and tree of Jordan. Left right across the lane. Whips it inside to McConnell. Leans in and hits a three-footer. 54-45. Indiana's making 44% of its shots. Thunder at 37% in a 9-point game. So neither side has separated itself in the quarter. Each side has 25 apiece. Dove catches his breath. On the handle, angle right, dancing on the dribble. Bounce feeds to Shea, open, left wing three is on the way. Online, Cha-Chinga Thunder money ball. SGA splashes the tray. He has 19 first half points. Thunder by a dozen, seek a stop. 40 seconds left in the opening half of game one of the finals. Haliburton at the logo, dancing, crosses over. Right wing McConnell slices, stripped to the ball, going up by Wallace as it knocked out of bounds with 12 to shoot. Kaysen has electric quick hands. Gilgeous-Alexander, the only double-figure point man in this game with 19. Dort will sit down with 9, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, but 2 fouls. Protected from a possible third by Mark Daigneault smartly. 12 to shoot, 33.3 left in the half. Turner back in with 2 fouls for the Pacers, sitting down Toppin. So it's Turner, McConnell, Haliburton, Siakam, and Neesmith for the Pacers against Caruso, Holmgren, Wallace, Dub, and Shea. McConnell looking, lobbing. Siakam catches straight away on Dub. Swiped out. Grinding right, drives and floats it. Errant from 12, Holmgren has the miss. Last shot time for the Thunder, a fraction of a second difference game to shot clock. Late in the first half, Thunder 57, the Pacers 45, 20 seconds left. Shea off the stutter step, whips it inside to Holmgren, catches, lays it up no good because he's stripped by Haliburton. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Neesmith the loose ball to Haliburton, dancing left wing, crossing over on Shea down the lane. Stripped to the ball, going up by Wallace. Shea on it, 5 seconds. To Holmgren crossing the timeline with 3. Back to Shea, to the top. Bounce feeds inside, Caruso lays it up at the buzzer, rolls off. No good. Nearly halfway down, but it popped out. Thunder by a dozen in a game one they've never trailed, 57-45 at the half. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19. Halftime coming with Gideon and Matt next. This is Thunder Basketball.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smarthours.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
This is the Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show with Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis, now on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Hey, welcome back inside Paycom Center. It's halftime of Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals. Gideon Hamilton, Matt Ravis here with you. Oklahoma City all over Indiana to this point, 57-45. Matt, and that is despite the fact that they've been outshot by a pretty wide margin from the field. They've been outshot from three-point distance. They actually have a better percentage and more attempts from the free throw line. They've been out-rebounded by the Indiana Pacers in this game, but to almost a comedic effect, and then it got to the point where you're almost kind of playing, or at least I was kind of playing a game inside my own head of how are they going to turn it over on this possession? Are they going to throw it into the teeth of the defense? Is it going to be an offensive foul? Is somebody going to step out of bounds? Like, how are they going to turn it over on this possession? That's how, I mean, unimaginably bad this first half was for the Indiana Pacers. They're on pace for nearly 40 turnovers.
That's unbelievable. Or, Obi topping it, throwing it to the backcourt.
Twice.
I mean, I don't know if we've seen that all year, or the last couple of years, Gideon. I mean, that's just unbelievable. So that's the Thunder for you. And for the Pacers, 9 turnovers is the most that they've had in a quarter all playoffs long. Well, they just did it 2 quarters in a row. So if, Gideon, the Thunder can pay those off, because they did not necessarily do a good job of that in terms of points off of turnovers, probably could have been more efficient there. This game looks different, at the half.
Well, other than that, Oklahoma City is struggling from the field. They're at 37%. They took 18 more shots and 1 more free throw than their opponent, but they're 20 of 54 from the field. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leads the way. He's the only Thunder player to score in double figures. He's got 19 on 8 of 18 shooting already in this game. Lugens Dort knocked down 3 3-point shots, almost half of Oklahoma City's output. Shai hit a long one right before halftime there. So the Thunder not too far behind the Pacers in terms of the 3-point shot. They're at 39%, the Pacers at 42, and they've only hit 1 fewer. What do you think about Oklahoma City's offense so far here in the first half?
I think a couple things. Number one, there's a couple of times where I felt like driving into the paint recklessly without a plan. Casey Wallace got caught with that. Chet got caught with that. Sometimes that wasn't punished, but sometimes it was just by a not good shot attempt. But also need to make the gimmies as well, which I felt like the Thunder definitely left some meat on the bone in that regard. Came out shooting the 3-ball well, and they're still shooting a really good percentage from 3, despite the fact that Indiana's shooting better. They just hit timely threes, but need to make the ones that you can make. The Thunder 10 of 27 in the paint. Yeah.
And in terms of Oklahoma City's defense, you can't ask for much better than what you've gotten. Even though the Pacers shot the ball poorly from the field, even when they have those shots, they eventually make some threes there, hit a couple before halftime. But other than that, Oklahoma City, I think, is doing a really good job defensively. Forget the turnovers. I think they've pushed up on those guys. There's not a lot of rhythm for dribble handoffs and stuff like that, where it's not a really hard screen. That's typically where they like to get free, and that's just not happening for Indiana in the first half due to Oklahoma City's connectivity.
Well, I mean, we know this defense. We know the numbers they put up all year. They've been compared to some of the best defensive teams of all time. So we know that this Pacers team coming off of the run that they had in the playoffs, first round, second round, third round, with the teams that they faced in Milwaukee and in Cleveland. And then the Eastern Conference Finals as well with New York. None of those teams are great defensive teams. None of those teams are going to pressure the ball the same way that the Thunder do. So there was definitely an element where the Pacers had to feel that out. Now, there's no guarantee that gets better because they're trending towards a disaster of a turnover game. But you could tell that even when the Pacers were able to move the ball without the Thunder literally swiping it away from them, a lot of the shots that came were off balance. But they were able to hit some threes, to your point.
Oklahoma City plays 11 deep in the first half. How did the Thunder reserves perform in the first half, Matt?
Well, it was interesting to see some A.J. Mitchell minutes. Like I didn't expect that. I thought A.J. played fine. Got taken out of the game after he bid on a Haliburton pump fake. People honing in on that. I thought A.J. played fairly well. Alex Caruso has been all over the floor in this one. Isaiah Joe getting some minutes to space the floor, and Isaiah Hartenstein is a reserve in this series, given that Cason Wallace got the start. And I thought Isaiah in his 7.5 minutes was a +7, gave the Thunder a good lift in these minutes.
Yeah, had an offensive rebound there. Was able to knock down a couple of shots right at the rim. Big-time energy plays. Caruso, by the way, has 3 steals and 2 blocks in just the first half alone. So a big-time impact for him here in the first. Oklahoma City leads the Pacers by 12 at the break. Coming up next, we'll talk about things from Indiana's perspective. That's when we return to Paycom Center. You're listening to the Oklahoma City Thunder Halftime Show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the NBA Finals.
In the NBA Finals,
any moment can become unforgettable. Now is your chance to watch the next moment you'll remember forever.
Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
Unforgettable awaits. The 2025 NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV continue on ABC.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Hey, welcome back inside Paycom Center. It's halftime of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Gideon Hamilton, Matt Ravis here with you. Oklahoma City leading by 12 at the break despite shooting 37% from the field in the first half. They forced 19 Indiana Pacers turnovers, and this is why I'm not a coach, because on the whiteboard I would just write one number and one word, and it would be 19 and how, instead of focusing on, ways to improve in the second half. But, I mean, legitimately, if you were atrocious with ball protection in the first half, if you're Indiana, this is very much a game right now. Instead, it was incomprehensibly bad, and there's only one way to go from here if you're the Pacers, and that's try to pay off some of these possessions with some shots. And you know the way this thing goes is, we're 3 unanswered scores away from this game being over, and we're 3 unanswered scores away from this game being really tight.
100% right, and that's kind of the balance the game hangs on. And so the start of this quarter is obviously going to be important. One thing I noticed with the Pacers, Gideon, is that, and this isn't rocket science, earlier in the shot clock, better quality looks. Later in the shot clock, you may not even get a shot up. You're probably going to turn it over. So, and that's the Pacers' recipe, by the way. They want to get up shots early in the shot clock. They want to get past the half-court line quickly. So I think one of the things for them that they're talking about in the halftime locker room is shoot it earlier in the shot clock. Get good looks, force the action, because the longer that you dribble the ball, pass it around, bad things can happen.
Who were some of the Pacers that you thought made a positive impact in the first half with the way that they played?
I thought Pascal Siakam was really, really good, and he definitely forced the issue. Now, the numbers don't back that up. He was a minus 13 in his 19 minutes, but he impressed me. Tyrese Haliburton was really, really bundled up, was not able to do much. So, and then D. Smith, I thought, was pretty good, and then Miles Turner as well was able to at least get to the free throw line a couple of times. But they bottled up and frustrated Tyrese Haliburton quite a bit.
Obi Toppin with those 3 turnovers, and there was another one where he passed the ball to a teammate that was maybe 5 feet away from him, standing out of bounds. That didn't go on him, but he did knock down a couple of 3-point shots off the bench. TJ McConnell was 4 of 5 shooting, but he was a minus 9 in those 11 minutes. That was during a big flurry where Oklahoma City was able to get some turnovers off some other guys. Ben Shepherd knocked down a 3. Haliburton has knocked down 2, one from a really long distance, but that's it. 6.6 rebounds and 3 assists so far for Tyrese to go along with 3 turnovers. Just stylistically, in terms of that small 5-out lineup, they wanted to try to use that to their advantage, and I don't know if we've necessarily seen that or really had a chance to see that occur.
Yeah, the Thunder's 5-out lineup, right, or the Pacers?
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
I mean, Oklahoma City obviously going to small to match the Pacers on the other side.
At one point in time, there was a lineup of all guards out there, and a couple of those guys have made all defensive teams. So, kind of be interested to see what sort of adjustments are made at halftime. I think both these coaches are willing to shake things up, maybe to try to start some guys differently in the second half than it started the game. But in terms of their approach on offense, I mean, you've been able to generate some good looks. Just I thought careening out of control a little bit when they were in the paint. Talking about the Thunder.
Yep. And in terms of Oklahoma City, you mentioned it, 10 of 27 in the painted area. You would have to imagine that improves here in the second half, but is that it? Or is there something that leads to that for Oklahoma City that you feel they can improve upon in the second half?
More ball movement, more passing, more player movement, I think. No pass possessions, I think.
Only 7 assists in the first half for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, the ball movement could definitely, and the player movement can come up as well, certainly.
All right, Thunder lead it at the break 57-45 behind Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's 19 first half points. The only player in this entire game who has scored in double figures in the first half. Coming up next, Matt Pinto will have the call in the second half. You're listening to Thunder Basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smart hours.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. The Thunder lead the Pacers 57-45 at the break. Here with the call of the second half is Matt Pinto.
Thunder, one of 4 teams all time to get to 80 wins before competing in the NBA Finals, and they've owned the majority of this first half. They've never trailed in Game 1 of this 2025 NBA Finals, and yet the 37% field goal shooting, both from the floor overall and from the lane at 10 of 27, is hindering their cause. Yes, they're up by 12 right now, but they've gotten up 18 more shots than the Pacers, forcing 19 turnovers through a half of play. Indiana season highs 20. So the Thunder really disruptive with 11 steals and 4 block shots. 4 of those from Dort, 2 from SGA, 3 from Caruso. Caruso also has 2 of the 4 blocks. He's plus 14, by the way. Shea plus 15. But the Pacers are still within shouting distance, and you got to credit them. They're contesting those lane shots by the Thunder and doing a really good job of that. So this second half, as we look to it, could turn in one of 2 ways. Can the Thunder continue to keep that faucet going in takeaways? And if they do, can they begin converting a higher percentage of their shots in the lane? If they do, this could become, honestly, their 5th 30-plus point win of this playoff run. If the Pacers can find a way to protect the ball and deter the Thunder from getting downhill into the lane, then they ramp up their chances, and they're very much within shouting distance right now, only down 12, getting 8 from Pascal Siakam, 9 off the bench from TJ McConnell. SGA, the only double-figure point man in this game with 19. Lou Dort has 9. Thunder getting 7 each off the bench from Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein. Pacer ball to begin the third quarter. Thunder led by as many as 13, by no more. Indiana's yet to lead in Game 1. It's Nembhard, Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, and Tyrese Haliburton for Indiana. Haliburton limited to 3 assists thus far in Game 1 and forced into 3 turnovers. Not the ratio he's accustomed to as the 3rd best protecting it in the NBA given his assist numbers. Ball comes into Nembhard. Pacers shooter to the basket to my right in this second half. The Thunder to the basket to my left. Nembhard to Nesmith on the left hash. Back to Nembhard, crossing over on Wallace, drives into a double, shuttles to Haliburton. Slashing and kicking out front to Nembhard. Burrowing left on Dort with a step. Leans in, comes up and under, scoops right hand, it rolls out. Loose ball fought for, Turner out of the pack with it. Sends it on the perimeter left to Siakam. Closed out by Dub, 10 to shoot. Beating Haliburton out front, he'll loft a long 28-foot three-pointer, unguarded, no good. Holmgren clears. Holmgren out there with SGA, Wallace, Dort, and J-Dub. Same starting 5 that began the night as Shea swoops left on Nesmith. Backs him down low left, grinds to the middle. Bully spins, steps away, fires the baseline 13-foot jumper, tumbling good. Shea says, it's my house. Give me 21. The MVP puts the Thunder up 14, their largest lead, 59-45. Haliburton back of a Turner pick, widens out right, Holmgren on him, crosses him over, steps to the wing, bounce feeds low to Turner, spinning on Dort, lays it up and lays it in with the left hand. Dort knocked down, no repercussion, as Miles Turner now has 7. 59-47 Thunder, a minute gone by in the third of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Wallace up top, slashing and spinning on Haliburton, glides baseline, pinned, needs help, whips it right wing to Holmgren. Sliding down the lane, stripped of the ball going up by Turner. No shot fake, lose there. Back comes Haliburton, straight ahead to Siakam. Driving by Dub, misses the driving layup, but he's knocked down and fouled by Jalen Williams. Well, Chet Holmgren was so expert in attacking Minnesota's defense late in the Western Conference Finals. He's 1 of 7 tonight. Dub's 2 of 7. Credit the Pacers. Done a really good job of shutting down the Thunder's numbers 2 and 3 scorers thus far in Game 1. And J-Dub just picked up his second foul. First Thunder team foul in the third quarter with 10:34 to play in a 12-point game. Siakam 2 of 2 at the line, has 8. Bidding to become the first Pacer in double figures. Pascal a deep knee bend precedes the first. It's up, tumbling, no good, short. 67% efficient at the line. He was the Eastern Conference's MVP. Coming up with 31 in the clincher, Game 6. He had 3 30-plus point scoring games against the Knicks. Averaging for the playoffs 21 a night, which is 19th high among playoff participants. Siakam's second is on the way. That one's good. And the Thunder lead is 11. It was 14 a moment ago. Wallace, swiftly picked up by Haliburton. Navigates front court. Payson settles in and gives to Shea out near midcourt. He draws a double. Shea singled up on Nembhard. Drives by in the lane. Lost it left corner to Dub. Tees up a 3 that's online but wide right, not close. J-Dub struggles continue. He's now 2 of 8, 1 of 3 on 3. Siakam the rebound. Played by Wallace, working the left baseline. Holmgren provides a shadow double. Siakam bangs into the paint, leans in, hooks, and hits about a 5-footer. No, left it short. Holmgren clears his third rebound. He has 4 assists, by the way, does Chet. Gilgeous-Alexander on the attack. Thunder by 11. Angling right on the dribble. Ducks left, pulls up, strokes a 13-foot jumper that he buries. He's a mid-range master. Shea sublime offensively in Game 1 with 23, knocking down 10 of 20 shots. OKC by a baker's dozen at 61-48. We're 2 minutes into quarter number 3 of the opener. Game 2 coming up Sunday at 7. Haliburton angling right on the dribble, can't blast by Dort. Sets up Neesmith, gets it back, angling right, steps back, cranks, an angle right rainbow 3 that's off. Rebound Nembhard, not boxed out. Pass inside, tip to the corner to Siakam, wide open. He strokes a 3 that's short. Wallace clears. Thunder breathe a sigh of relief. 2 missed threes by the Pacers, who are now 8 of 21 from distance. Shea grinds right by Nembhard. Jump stop, spins, fades. 7-foot jumper left to the paint, tumbles short. Turner clears, and back comes Haliburton attacking. 61-48. Thunder down the lane. Siakam hit ahead by Haliburton for an easy layup in transition. That's a rare, easy look for the Pacers on the interior. But they're within 4 points of the Thunder, points in the paint at 20-16. Dub doubled. Wide right, feeding on the hash mark to Cason Wallace. Singled up on Haliburton. Crosses over, comes baseline, scoops and scores. Cason Wallace, deep gone. Has his first bucket of the finals at 63-50 Thunder. Haliburton, angling right, jump stopping. Sends it out front to Siakam, left corner Neesmith. Catch, shoot 3 from the corner on the way, good. Excellent Pacer ball movement. They now have 13 assists in this game to 7 for Oklahoma City. Neesmith's drained 2 threes, he has 7. 63-53. Pacers playing their game as Wallace darts down the lane, lobs to Dub, baseline right for the 2-hand flush. High handoff and sinister slam by Dub becomes tonight's Boomerang Diners boom of the game. Siakam bothered by Dub, gives it near midcourt to Haliburton. Right wing Turner, closed out by Holmgren. Shot clock on the back of Turner, 10 to shoot. On the dribble with Neesmith, slicing right on Dort. Sidesteps and floats it up off the glass, no good. And we have what called here, an offensive foul on Neesmith. He and Dort are still down. Good job by Lou holding his ground and anticipating the burrowing right-handed drive to the baseline. That's the Pacers' 21st turnover tonight. That exceeds their previous season high of 20. The Thunder have a total of, get this, 9 points off of those takeaways. 9 points. Therein lies the rub. The lead is a dozen for Oklahoma City. 8:10 left third quarter, 65-53. Wallace on the handle, gives to Dub straightaway. Off the stutter step. Drifting left wing down to the baseline with a step. Lays it up left-handed, blows the bunny. My goodness. Turner's got the miss. Feeding Nembhard in the backcourt. Dub is now 3 of 10. Neesmith on the dribble weave to Haliburton. Swooping and kicking left wing to Nembhard. Dancing and shuttling to Haliburton up top. 12 to shoot. Closed out by Wallace. Holds on his left hip. Shot clock to 8. Double. Slot right Turner. Whips it left wing Nembhard. Pump faking on Dort. Drives. Barrels. Kicks right corner Naismith. Catch and shoot. 3 block going up by Holmgren. Gathered out of midair by Siakam. Flips it in at the shot clock buzzer. Siakam right place, right time. Now has 13. 65-55. Thunder by 10. Shea drives into a double. Whips it down the lane to Wallace. Open. Lays it in with the left hand. Excellent lead pass by SGA with his second assist. Case of Wallace's second bucket of the quarter gives the Thunder a 12-point edge with 7:14 left in the third. Haliburton working out front on SGA. Gets a screen from Siakam. Crosses over. Ducks to the wing. Kicks to Turner. Pump faking. Drives by Holmgren to the baseline. Pump fakes. Lays it up. Lays it in. But travels. That's the 22nd Indiana turnover. Timeout called by OKC. Well, not much wiggle room. Thunder led by 12 at halftime. That's where it stands right now. 5 minutes into the third quarter. Eastern Conference title holding Indiana not going away. The OKC advantage is 67-55 with 7:01 left in the third. This is Thunder basketball.
KWPN, more WWLS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at OGE.com/Smart Hours.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. The Thunder being outshot from the field and beyond the three-point line. They're also being out-rebounded by 11 now over Indiana. However, they have forced 22 Pacer turnovers while only giving the ball up 4 times themselves. That's led to 17 now more field goal attempts than their opponent. Here's Matt Pinto.
In the play-by-play era in the playoffs, they are setting the tone at plus 6.4 takeaways versus turnovers. That's the highest number ever. But the Thunder are accustomed to historic feats like that, dating back to the regular season, and certainly has shown in Game 1. But it's a bit of a slippery slope right now because they're shooting only 39% from the field, including 5 of 9 in the third quarter. Indiana's still down only a dozen, despite getting up 17 fewer shots than Oklahoma City. Find your fit for the finals at the official Thunder shop. From t-shirts to hoodies to hats, the Thunder shop is your spot for the latest gear. Shop now at Paycom Center or at okcthunder.com/shop online. Gildas Alexander shows the way with 23. Pascal Siakam, 13 for the Pacers. Thunder ball up a dozen. It's Dort, Wallace, SGA, Holmgren, and J-Dub. Shea between the rings, pestered by Nembhard. Off the stutter step, bullies and kicks to Wallace straight away. Kaysen to the dribble on Haliburton. Across his body floats a runner, no good. Dub grabs a loose ball into midair and then blows the layup. Rough night continues, 3 of 11 shooting. Haliburton clears, back on the Pacers. Another point-blank miss. Haliburton spins by Dub, pulls up. Rainbow 15-foot floater at the foul line. It's a beauty. Tyrese Haliburton picking his spots, now has 8, and it's 67-57. Dort zigs and zags on top of it. Can't spurt free, steps back, fires. It's an angle left three-pointer on line. In there, Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Lewis stroked home 4 trays. He's got a dozen. That was beautiful. 70-57 Thunder. Mathurin on the handle, slashing left back of a Turner pick to the foul line, kicks out right wing Toppin, closed out by Dort, blasting left, shovel feeds left wing to Haliburton, contained by Shea. Off the stutter step, Nembhard spins into traffic, Wallace knocked it away, Nembhard got it back, 3 to shoot, grinds and kicks, left corner Toppin, catch shoot 3 at the shot clock buzzer on the way, good, are you kidding me? Wow, that ball was free to be grabbed by a number of Thunder players and they never stuck a fork in it. 70-60, Dort right wing. He wants 3 again. Lawson sticks it right in the face of Toppin. A mug shot. Lugens Dort showing out in game 1 of the finals with 15. 73-60, Nembhard drives right, lays it up on Holmgren and lays it in, powering home the right-hand layup. So the Pacers undeterred on the road. They're 6-2 away from home. They're within 11 again. Gildas Alexander down lane. Holmgren is free to dunk. Big two-hand rim rocker. The middle opened wide, and Shea threaded the needle with his 3rd assist. 75-63. Turner fed, falling out of bounds. Shea grabs him, and that's caught by John Goebel. SGA acknowledges the indiscretion, picking up his first foul tonight. 5:14 left in the 3rd. Hartenstein and Caruso, the reinforcements, as Wallace and Holmgren check out. 75-62 Thunder. Hartenstein's on Turner. Dort attached to Haliburton, who inbounds up the left sideline to Turner. The point guard comes back to get it. Twice an All-Star, the former Sacramento King on the dribble. Stutter steps and drives. Pulls up, hits a floater from 13 feet away over Hartenstein. Haliburton feeling his way now. A nifty move. He gives him 10. And it's 75-64. The Pacers knocking down 46% of their shots. Gildas Alexander slashing left on Nembhard. Pulls up in the paint. Lost a 13-foot jumper, no good. Caruso back taps a miss to Dort. Touch passing to Shea. Whips it inside to Dub. Jump stop. Spins. Out front Caruso. Covered up by Toppin. Straight away to Dub. Drives by Turner down the lane. Stripped to the ball going up by Mathurin. Nembhard's got the loose ball. Surging back into traffic at the foul line. Backing down out of traffic. Slips the ball to Haliburton for a long angle left rainbow three-pointer that's off. Questionable shot there as Hartenstein clears. Thunder get it back up 11. 4:25 left in the 3rd. They get the ball to begin the 4th to Shea. Flash right down the lane. Lays it up. And it's wiped out. Offensive foul called on Hartenstein for setting a moving screen. Ihart draws his 2nd. 75-64. They get it on Shea rather than Hartenstein. Apparently for a push-off. As Indiana hangs in, down 11. J-Dub sits down. Limited to 9 points in game 1. He has 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 of 12 shooting. Isaiah Joe on to replace him. As Haliburton, who's played 26 minutes, remains in the grind. Gets a high screen from Toppin. Shea switches out onto him as Haliburton drives and kicks to Toppin. Open left wing three-pointer by the big man is way off. Hartenstein gobbles up his 6th rebound in 8 minutes. Gives to SGA. Off the stutter step, goes behind the back on the dribble. Settles in against Nembhard. Gets a screen from Hartenstein to the baseline. Guarded by Bryant. Behind the back, dribbles and fades. His 12-foot jumper in the lane. Nothing but net. Gildas Alexander pouring it on with 25. Thunder 77. The Pacers 64. 3:45 show in the 3rd. Nembhard slot right. Inside Toppin, lob the ball. Catching on Joe. Leans in and lays it in with the left hand. That's way too easy. A direct pass out front. Over the top to Toppin for the layup. Obi Toppin off the bench with 11. Pacers have 3 in doubles. Down 11. Shea blasting right on Bryant. Guarded by the big man, retreating, reversing field, crossing over, snaking, and pulling up. 16-foot floater straight away. Concept it goes, and Mark Davis wipes it out. Says the foul came before continuation. Boy, Bryant got worked by Shea with curly nail-like dribbling skills. Thomas Bryant picks up his first. Now shoving Shea before the gather. That was a good call by Davis. I stand corrected. Thunder by 11, unable to shake free of the Pacers yet. 3:24 left in the 3rd quarter. Dort to trigger. Shea comes to it between the rings. Hand check by Nembhard. Gets a Joe pick. Feeds Isaiah. Pump faking, retreating. So Hartenstein up top, 6 to shoot. Thunder got to go here, 4 to shoot. Hartenstein straight away. Got to look at the rim. Caruso down the lane, floats a run at the shot clock buzzer. It goes, but it came late. Thunder napped on that possession and commit their 6th turnover. And the Pacers can climb within double figures down on a night when they've surrendered 18 more shots than they've taken and yet trail by only 11 in game 1 of the finals. Haliburton skips across timeline, gets top and pick that wipes out Dort, no whistle. Obi slashing left. Dort trips him, is steal but can't control it up the right sideline. For Lugan's ambush, Toppin, who turned his back to Dort and nearly paid the price. 13 to shoot, no change of possession determined. So the Pacers with 3 minutes left in the third quarter will trigger, trailing 77-66. They've outscored Oklahoma City in the third quarter 21-20 after being down by as many as 14. Siakam back in. Indiana burns a timeout with 13 to shoot on the other side of a stoppage. OKC showing the way in game 1, but not yet home free, up 11. This is Thunder basketball.
Devon Energy and the Oklahoma City Thunder have launched Devon Sports Lab, a STEM-based program designed to help students improve their game and become excited about STEM through the science behind basketball drills. Our goal is for students to discover how to improve their athletic performance with a better understanding of fundamental science and math concepts. If you have a student in elementary or middle school, visit www.okcthunder.com/sportslab to learn more.
Riverwind is bringing the heat this June at OKC's favorite casino.
So get the party started with the hottest jackpots in town.
Book a stay at our hotel for a weekend of fun with friends.
Win like an all-star on your go-to games.
Grab a bite and a bev at one of our fabulous eateries.
Go for gold with your wild card and play for your chance at $80,000 in our Sunshine Riches giveaway.
For the best summer yet and unforgettable good times, make it Riverwinds.
Dive into the excitement where the spirit of Thunder basketball meets classic diner delights at Boomerang Diner. On Mondays, start off the week with a winning deal. Grab a mouth-watering burger for half the price. On Fridays, feast on all-you-can-eat fish and make your Fridays truly memorable. And no matter the quarter, it's always breakfast time at Boomerang. Pancakes, eggs, and more served all day, every day. Fuel up like a champ today. Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smart hours.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center, where the Pacers have only managed to shave 1 point off of Oklahoma City's halftime lead. They had no players score in double figures in the first half. Now they're up to 3. Pascal Siakam with 13. Obi Toppin with 11 off the bench. And Tyrese Haliburton has 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Here's Matt Pinto.
You can score free playoff tickets next home game day with the Thunder Ticket Challenge presented by Simple Modern. Just head to Thunder Up in the Park, scan the QR code, and start completing challenges for your chance to win. Learn more at okcthunder.com/thunderup in the park. Well, the tandem of Holmgren and J-Dub, very heralded coming into the NBA Finals, between the crosshairs of the Pacer defensive game plan, are a combined 5 of 20 tonight for 15 Thunder points. Gilgeous-Alexander has shown the way in MVP fashion with 25. Lou Dort's been tremendous with 4 steals, 4 rebounds, and assists, and 15 points. But the Thunder are failing to convert around the rim in this game, and it's been consistent. 15 of 38 scoring in the lane and 2 of 10 on second chance point opportunities. That's a big part of the reason the Pacers are within 11. Indiana ball following the stoppage. It's Dort, Joe, Caruso, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Hartenstein against Thomas Bryant, TJ McConnell, Pascal Siakam, Benedict Mathurin, and Tyrese Haliburton. 13 to shoot. Haliburton back screens for Thomas. The ball comes to Haliburton in midcourt. Pulls up. Dort recovers on him. Siakam fed. Bothered by Caruso. Off the stutter step. To the top of the key. Backing inside the foul line. Spins. Dort blocks a shot going up. Lugan smothers it. What a play. Shea's got the loose ball to Caruso, driving right to the baseline. Swoops, can't score, but Hartenstein follows with a ferocious two-hand flush. Oh, Isaiah, don't be so mean. Thunder by 13, 79-66. iHeart's been electric off the bench with 9. Haliburton, corner right to Mathurin, slashing right to left. Bounce feed flow to Thomas, who lays it in. And Thomas Bryant, that is, over Hartenstein. 79-68, the Pacers didn't have answers. 2:20 left third quarter at Paycom Center in Game 1 of the Finals. Shea working the angle right, bounce feeds to Hartenstein, whips it left corner, blindly to Caruso, open the corner three off. Leaping rebound, Siakam. Jam to the backcourt, gives to Haliburton. Thunder by 11, retreating to defend. McConnell fed. Working the right corner on Joe, out front to Mathurin. Slot left, Haliburton. Double. Feeds Siakam for an open three. The rainbow is up. In and out, no good. Hartenstein plucks to Karam, his 8th. He's got 9 points, 8 rebounds in 11 minutes. Outling left to Joe. Isaiah. Dancing left wing, steps back. Pump fakes. Feeds Caruso open. Pass fakes and fires a three. Missed that one off the back of the rim. The last one was short, that one long. One and done for the Thunder. McConnell up the right side, settles in on the wing, hits the trailing Siakam. 1:35 left in the third. Thunder by 11 defending. Mathurin off the stutter step, can't shake Shea. Gives on the dribble lead to McConnell. Handing to Haliburton. Pump faking, he travels. But it's not called a travel because off the ball they call Dort for a hold. Lou picking up his third. A clear travel by Haliburton, who slid his pivot foot. But the Pacers maintain possession off the foul on Dort. Cason Wallace checks in. 1:27 left in the third quarter. OKC 9 of 23 on threes, 39%. A better percentage than the Pacers in Game 1. Indiana 37%. Dort sits down. What a night he's had with 15 points. Mathurin off the inbound. Slashing left on Hartenstein. Down the lane, stripped to the ball, but Hartenstein called for a reach-in foul as iHeart indicates to Mark Dagnall a challenge that. 1:24 left in the quarter. And Mark looks at the screen over top of play. Looked like he got that ball cleanly. And Mark Dagnall looks to his assistant coaches to decide whether or not he'll challenge, and I think he will. First challenge of the NBA Finals. A green light special with 1:24 left in the third quarter. Mathurin stripped by Hartenstein. If the foul stands, it's the third on iHeart and gives Mathurin free throws. Here's John Goble letting you know the scene.
Timeout, Oklahoma City. Coaches challenge. They're challenging the defensive foul call on the floor.
So they'll go to replay with aid from Secaucus, New Jersey's NBA Replay Center. Josh Tiven mans the controls there. John Goble and Mark Davis putting on the headset down below me at Paycom Center. This has been an interesting first game in this series. OKC's done so many of the things that have been its trademark, but unable to shake Indiana yet. The Pacers incredibly resourceful on this night, despite turning it over 22 times. Only 3 of those giveaways, though, have come in the second half. Hartenstein, it appeared, got all ball on that rake away from Mathurin. I think the Thunder will win this challenge. We'll learn here in a moment. 1:24 left in the third. Thunder managing 40% field goal shooting in the clinching Western Conference Finals. Here's John Goble.
Hartenstein makes illegal contact with Mathurin's arm. Therefore, the foul stands. Challenge is unsuccessful. Mathurin shoots 2 free throws.
Well, they must have had an angle I didn't see because I saw no contact by iHeart. Hartenstein guilty of his third. Thunder shot 50-plus from the field in 4 of the 5 games in dismissing Minnesota in the Western Final. On this night, struggles shooting from the floor, hindering the Thunder around the bucket. They've outscored the Pacers 32-26 in the paint, but have not shot the percentage they standardly would in the lane. Mathurin goes to the free throw line, where Indiana's converted 8 of 12, attempting their 13th and 14th free throws, allowing only 11 tonight. Mathurin 91% in the playoffs from the stripe. Spins the ball in front of him, goes through his routine, arcs the first. It's up and good. Indiana's within 10. Last time they were inside of double digits down was in the second quarter. They're down 10 right now. It's Wallace and Joe joining SJ in a 3-guard look. Caruso and Hartenstein up front. 1:24 left third quarter. The underdog Pacers very much in this in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Mathurin has his first point of the game, and now his second. Both free throws are good. Can the Thunder close this quarter strong, knowing they have the ball to begin the fourth? We'll see. 79-70 to count. On even terms since the end of the first quarter. Shea blasts by Mathurin into the paint. Elevates. and leaves a 12-footer long. Caruso back taps to Joe Open. Right wing three by Isaiah is on the way. Cha-ching at Thunder money ball. Excellent. Adroit play by Caruso, who back tapped the miss. 82-70 Thunder. McConnell right baseline. Squirms. Pinned. Corner left to Thomas. He fires a three-pointer and hits. Thomas Bryant, that is, from the left corner. 11 of 28 on threes for the Pacers. Back to a 9-point game with 50 seconds left in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to work back of a Hartenstein pick. Isaiah was grabbed by Thomas Bryant, trying to set it. That's a team foul Indiana had to give, only their second of the quarter. It's side-out Thunder. Shea has attempted 2 free throws in game 1. And McConnell got away with a carry on that kick out to Thomas Bryant. 16 to shoot. SGA followed by Mathurin to midcourt. Holds on his left hip. Gets a call from Mark Daigneault off the bench. 10 to shoot. 40 seconds left in the third. Thunder by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander with 6 to shoot. Slashes left. Pump fakes. Leans in. Fires a 16-foot jumper that's short. Mathurin got body on him without a whistle. Rebound to Shepard. Back come the Pacers. Mathurin retreats. Gives the ball to McConnell near midcourt with 12 to shoot. Wallace is on McConnell. A difference of 9 game to shot clock. Winding down the third. Thunder up 9. Deep right corner, Siakam all alone fires a 3 and hits. It's a 6-point game. Nobody within 20 feet of him. 82-76, Indiana in position. Last shot time for the Thunder. 12 seconds left in the third. Indiana out of fouls. SJ just inside midcourt. Shadowed by Mathurin. Crosses over. 4 seconds left. Angling left on Shepard. Fires an angle left 3 that's on the way. Cha-ching at Thunder money ball with 7 tenths left in the quarter. A Shea special. An SGA tray. Thunder by 9 going to the fourth at 85-76. Showing the Pacers and a national audience why he is the most valuable player in the NBA. Gilgeous-Alexander laces the tray, going for 28 through 3 quarters in game 1 and has the Thunder up 9 going to the fourth. Thunder led 29-20 after 1 by a dozen at halftime and was outscored by 3 in that third quarter. But the Shea tray over Shepard, a big long-range hit. As OKC will have the ball to begin the fourth, leading 85-76, entering the final frame of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. This is Thunder basketball.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Attention teachers, create Thunder fun in your classroom by joining the Devon Thunder Explorers program. Teach your students STEM-based lesson plans, and you can even win cash for your classroom by sharing photos each month. Enroll today by visiting okcthunder.com/explorers.
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Matt Pinto welcoming you back, perched above courtside at Paycom Center. Fans in full-on celebration throughout the course of this game, and the Thunder have never trailed in Game 1, but they've not yet pulled away from the Eastern Conference champion Indiana Pacers. The Pacers showing big signs of life with 31 third-quarter points to 28 for the Thunder. The first quarter the Pacers have won in this NBA Finals, and it's a 9-point game going to the fourth. A game in which the Thunder have been up by as many as 14, but have converted only 16 of 41 shots in the lane and 40% of their shots overall in the game. Pacers out rebounding Oklahoma City, 41-33, knocking down a dozen threes themselves. And the last Thunder free throw of this game came with 45 seconds left in the second quarter. The Pacers, who've been the most fouling team in the playoffs, not so much tonight. Attempting 14 free throws themselves to only 11 for Oklahoma City. Thunderball to begin the fourth. Shea will begin the fourth on the bench. It's Hartenstein, Aaron Wiggins, Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace, and J-Dub. Pacers come with Thomas Bryant, Ben Shepherd, Pascal Siakam, TJ McConnell, and Benedict Mathurin. Full court pressure employed. Ball comes into Hartenstein. He hands to Caruso. Alex crossing the timeline, blows by Siakam down the lane to the rim, lays it up, overshoots the rim, but he's knocked down and fouled by either Mathurin or Siakam. A fearless attack of the cup by Alex Caruso, who's down holding his face on his back. 11:52 left, a quick burst to the bucket, 8 seconds into the fourth, and Caruso's now helped up by his teammates. Alex owns the hardware. He was part of the NBA title team in 2020 as a Laker, as Mathurin hit him in the head going up with a driving layup. There'll be no review, apparently, as Mark Daigneault asked Mark Davis about it. Tonight, Caruso 3 steals, 2 blocks, plus 10 on the raw plus-minus with 7 points. 2 of 2 at the line. The veteran bends his knees, arcs the first. It's up, good. That's the Thunder's first foul shot since the 45-second mark of the second quarter, and extends the lead to 10 at 86-76. That's more than a quarter of game action with nary a free throw. Alex's second is in there. Thunder from the line are 12 of 13 and are up 11 again as McConnell will activate the Pacer attack with 9 points and 4 assists already. Given space by Wallace, having the dribble at Thunder logo. Wide left to Mathurin, squeezed by Caruso. Back to McConnell beyond the arc. Working the angle right behind a Thomas Bryant pick. Swerves left, now right, in traffic. Fades away and misses from 12. Well defended by Wallace. Hartenstein up for his 9th rebound. Outletting to Dub. Jalen down the lane on Mathurin. Can't spurt free, crosses over on the dribble twice. Retreats now near midcourt. Gets a Hartenstein pick. Rubs off it right. Drives in the lane. Comes to the baseline, lays it up, and lays it in. Strong move by Dub. Wanted a whistle, none coming, but the Thunder lead by 13 as Jalen Williams navigates through a minefield of Pacers for his 10th and 11th points. Bryant lobs low to Siakam, pushing off on Caruso, but they call Alex for the foul. Siakam was leveraged by Caruso around his midsection and shoved off with an elbow, but instead the personal foul goes on Caruso, who indicates his jersey was being grabbed by Siakam. Thunder by 13, down the lane, Mathurin fed. Up and under, lays it up, no good, but Dub fouls him, knocking him down. So a straight entry off the inbound saw Mathurin spurt free thanks to a back cut, as Dub's guilty of his 3rd foul. Both sides have team fouls already in the 4th. A minute in, the Thunder have 2, the Pacers 1. Mathurin back to the strike. Both of his points have come at the line in game 1 in the 14 minutes he's logged. 11:02 left in regulation. Thunder by 13. Mathurin's first stroke is no good. He side-rimmed it. Ben Mathurin, the 6th overall pick in the 2022 draft out of Arizona after being named the Pac-12 Player of the Year, was a first-team all-rookie selection last season, and during the regular campaign averaged 16 a game. It's down to 10 in the playoffs. So Mathurin losing ground in the rotation. Benedict's second is up. That's good. And OKC's lead is a dozen. Pacers, as they have most of this night, show full court pressure. Alex Caruso left to navigate it, wearing the white headband at home tonight. Angles right on the dribble weave, deferring to Dub. Dub off the stutter step on Mathurin. Jump stop, pump fakes. Feeds Hartenstein up top, facilitating. Backdoor to Wiggins. Pinned by McConnell, foul by McConnell going up. Wiggins recognized the contact was coming and tried to flip the ball up from behind the backboard at an awkward angle. And now they're conferring as to whether or not that's going to be side out or free throws. It is free throws for Aaron Wiggins. Excellent find by Hartenstein, an adroit passer from either side off the elbows. That foul on McConnell's his first. Both sides have 2 team fouls now with 10:45 left. Wiggins to the line, looking for his first points of the NBA Finals. In the second half, his first stroke here is in and out, no good. Thunder 89, the Pacers 77. 10:45 left. Rick Carlisle is not happy about that whistle blown by the trio of guys with whistles. Wiggins readies with a second. That one looks good and is. He nailed it for his third point. Thunder by 13. They've led by no more than 14. Caruso's on Matherin, straddling midcourt. Apparently established himself front court as he slashes left baseline on the run, lays it up and lays it in. Too easy. A straight line drive by Matherin gives him a bucket and gives the Pacers 28 in the paint. They're within 11 again. Dub out front. Working, slashing, driving. Lays it up on Thomas Bryant, and it rolls in from 5 feet away. Strong move by Dub off the bounce. 92-71, 9 Thunder. Siakam on the handle. Wide right to McConnell on the hash. Working to the top of the key. Can't shake. Wallace sets up Thomas Bryant, the former Miami Heat earlier this season. Cross court left to McConnell. Drifts to the corner. Wiggins on him. Crosses him over. Ducking left to right. Across the lane. Lobs it inside. Wiggins took it away. McConnell got it back. 2 to shoot. Up the sideline. As we indicate, the official's going to indicate that there is, they're going to indicate the Thunder had possession off of that Wiggins deflection. I'm not sure they did. There's 1 on the shot clock right now. They're going to put 22 seconds back. Credit McConnell, bulldogging the ball back from Wiggins after the initial takeaway. The Pacers will inbound down to my right in front of their own bench with 22 on the shot clock, down by a baker's dozen, 92-79. Shepard to trigger, Wiggins on it. Ben looks up the sideline to McConnell, crowded by Wallace, gains some space now, right wing to Siakam, driving baseline, whips it across his body, banks it hard from 12, Matherin gets it back, blows the money, loose ball free in the lane, off the body of Bryant out of bounds, no, it's off of Hartenstein, they say. Shot clock restored to 14. The big upset in this game is Indiana's board prowess. They're out rebounding the Thunder 42-34. I would not have seen that. 14 to shoot. 9:46 left. McConnell to trigger underneath. Holding. Looking. Still looking. Lobs out front. Bad pass stolen by Dub. He's in the open court. Look out below, baby. Right hand. Statue of Liberty slam. Dub up and down. Slashes and delivers a sinister right hand assault to the cup. Thunder by 15, their largest lead off of their 24th takeaway. Dub hot. 6 in the quarter. Timeout Pacers. 9:42 to play. Loud City full throat. Will take time. 9:42 to play. Terrific on-ball pressure by Wallace. Nobody sprung free, and Dub was there to field the lobbed inbound pass over the shoulder, and Thunder down. A rim rocker. OKC by 15, a night-high lead. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
MidFirst Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder and the exclusive provider of the Thunder and Rumble debit cards. As the largest privately owned bank in the nation, MidFirst Bank has the strength, stability, and expertise to help you prepare for the now and the future. So, no matter where your financial journey takes you, MidFirst Bank is the partner to help you get there. MidFirst Bank, true to you. Member FDIC.
Riverwind is bringing the heat this June at OKC's favorite casino.
So get the party started with the hottest jackpots in town.
Book a stay at our hotel for a weekend of fun with friends.
Win like an all-star on your go-to games.
Grab a bite and a bev at one of our fabulous eateries.
Go for gold with your wild card and play for your chance at $80,000 in our Sunshine Riches giveaway.
For the best summer yet and unforgettable good times, make it Riverwinds.
Thunder playing true to their identity in Game 1 of the NBA Finals have taken the ball away 24 times from the Pacers. The 24 turnover scores closing in on the all-time NBA Finals record of 36 turnovers forced by the Golden State Warriors in 1974. OKC's got 14 steals, 3 of those from Alex Caruso, who in 21 minutes is plus 16 in this game, the leader in that raw metric. Also has 9 points, 3 swipes, and 2 block shots. The lid on this building's about to come off at Paycom Center in downtown OKC. Lock in for the finals with text alerts. You'll get game day updates, exclusive giveaways, and everything else you need to know to thunder up for the NBA Finals. Text playoffs to 405-877-5558 to join now. Well, the Pacers have reached a critical juncture of this game, falling behind by 15. Haliburton's back in with Nesmith, Nembhard, Turner, and Obi Toppin against Hartenstein, who's played brilliantly off the bench tonight. 9 points, 9 rebounds in 16 minutes. JWS, the last 6 Thunder points. Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, and Aaron Wiggins. Toppin steps out high post right, guarded by Hartenstein. Lobs near midcourt to Nembhard. Nembhard, back of the Toppin pick. Can't shake Caruso. Slashes right. Sidesteps. On the run, banks it up and in, and they call Caruso for a reach and foul. Well, continuation's granted there by John Goble. And Andrew Nembhard gets the and one at the stripe. He has 6 points in this game. Has not been much of a factor. Caruso called for the reach-in foul, his 3rd, and OKC has 3 team fouls now, only 1 more to give before the penalty ensues with 9:27 still left. Nembhard's free throw is good. And the Pacers get the quality timeout from 15, back down by 12 with a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Wallace, harassed by Nembhard, a terrific on-ball defender. Cason giving to Double S a hot hand. Angling right, draws to Nesmith the closest. Corner right finds Wallace open, strokes the corner 3 that's up and short. Loose ball tipped out, claimed by Toppin, diving, but it's out of bounds off the Toppin. He tried to get there, full-on lunge on his chest, but ran out of real estate. Outstanding hustle by Obi Toppin. The one-time Nick. Thunder get a fresh 14 on the shot clock, converting 42% of their threes tonight, 11 of 26, but not that one by Cason Wallace. Shanna's OKC, 9:06 left. Thunder up a dozen in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Caruso spurts by Toppin, slashes right, down the lane, lays it up, casts it, it goes, and it goes! Alex Caruso, the end one. AC possibly for 3. Stutter step by Toppin and left him in his wake. The Pacers now 1 team foul away from being at the foul limit as Caruso becomes the 4th Thunder scorer in double figures with 11. Great utilization of his body against a bigger defender as Toppin is guilty of his 2nd personal. Caruso 4 of 4 at the line. Sends a free throw up and misses back rim. Hartenstein back taps a miss, tried to run it down. It's off of Hartenstein, they say. He thought he had tipped it off of Turner. Not the way it's seen by John Goble. OKC by 14, 96-82, 8:57 left in Game 1. Nembhard spurts across timeline on Caruso. High post right to Toppin, back to Nembhard, slashing right baseline. Jump stop, spins, sets up Toppin for 3 straight away. The rainbow is on the way good. Obi Toppin, a much improved 3-point shooter, knocks down his 4th of Game 1. He has 14 points. 11-point difference at 96-85. Excellent penetration and pitch by Nembhard for the Pacers' 19th assist. Thunder at 12. Caruso up top. Driving left on Toppin, contained. Pirouettes, sends it to Dub near midcourt. Dub with 10 to shoot. Slashing left on Nesmith. Across his body floats a runner, no good from 12. Nesmith has a missed, well-defended possession. Outletting right to Nembhard on the handle. Works to the wing. Dub poked it away. Nembhard got it back, lays it up right baseline. Can't convert. Loose ball tipped out. Caruso runs it down. 8:10 left. Thunder up 11, get it back. Shea ready to re-enter along with Dort. Hartenstein hands to Dub. Working the right wing on Nembhard. Sliding left across his body. Shovel feeds based on to Hartenstein open, but he overshoots the rim on a push shot from 6. Cooked that shot. Toppin's got the miss. On the dribble weave to Haliburton. Double. Corner right Turner. Catch and shoot rainbow 3 is up. Looks good and is. The Pacers lofting and sticking their 14th three-pointer. 96-88. Far from done. The Thunder lead was 14 a moment ago. It's down to 8 with 7:44 left. A timeout called by Mark Daignault and company that will take. This is Thunder basketball.
Thunder fans, the Thunder are playing excellent basketball, and MidFirst Bank has a great way for you to show our All-Stars your support. Score $200 and a Thunder or Rumble debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. Use your $200 to buy fan gear or MVP-worthy apparel. Bank like a champion with the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Learn more today at midfirst.com/thunderup. Member FDIC.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Riverwind is bringing the heat this June at OKC's favorite casino.
So get the party started with the hottest jackpots in town.
Book a stay at our hotel for a weekend of fun with friends.
Win like an all-star on your go-to games.
Grab a bite and a bev at one of our fabulous eateries.
Go for gold with your wild card and play for your chance at $80,000 in our Sunshine Riches giveaway.
For the best summer yet and unforgettable good times, make it Riverwinds.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smart hours.
Looking for a place to watch the NBA Finals? The game's always on at Thunder Watch Zones presented by Michelob Ultra. Find a watch zone near you at okcthunder.com/bar networks. Well, the Pacers are an anomaly. This is a team in the NBA Finals averaging over 115 a game in the playoffs. Only the third team ever to be here with no player scoring more than 22 a game under those circumstances. And tonight, 16 from Siakam. Turner has 10. Haliburton 10. Toppin 14 off the bench. Balance up and down the score ledger for Indiana, including 45% efficiency on threes, 14 of 31, and 48% overall field goal shooting. And despite 24 turnovers, they trail by only 8. Turner's three a moment ago carved into what was a 15-point deficit by almost half. And there's a world of time left. Matt Pinto, glad you're with us for NBA Finals Game 1 from Paycom Center. Game 2 coming up on Sunday at 7 o'clock. OKC, the home court advantage holder against a Pacer team that's made a habit of winning on the road in the playoffs. Gildas Alexander, Chet Holmgren, Lou Dort, Cason Wallace, and J-Dub out there. Thunder go back to their starting five. 7:44 left in regulation. It's Nembhard, Turner, Toppin, Nesmith, and Haliburton for Indiana. Gildas Alexander to trigger. Against full court pressure, gets it in unscathed to Dort. Dort guarded by Toppin. Off the stutter step, accelerates up the right sideline. Now comes to the middle of the court. Shovel feeds high post right to Dub, sizing up Nesmith, flips it back door to Wallace, catching and laying it in. Beautifully done. Back screen by Shea. Freed Wallace for his third bucket of the finals. Has 6 points. Thunder by 10. Nesmith top of the key, trying to shed Shea. Dancing on the dribble. Retreats. Turner screens, knocking Shea off the play. That's an offensive foul. Miles Turner commits his third personal. 2 of those have been offensive, and 2 of those have been against Shea. Just trying to lay lumber into Gildas Alexander. It's not paid any dividends for Indiana in this game. Shea's got 28 points in 32 minutes. He's made 3 of 6 threes as he looks to extend the Thunder lead from 10 this possession with 7:19 left. The MVP picked up keeping the backcourt by Nembhard. Both sides have a team foul to give as Shea stabilizes. Doubled. Works the angle left. Grinds and kicks right wing to Wallace. Catch shoot three is on the way, short. Nembhard's got the long rebound. Tracks back 1-on-4. Hits the trailing Nesmith. Grinding baseline, nearly lost the dribble. Now he's pinned by Dort, tied up by Dort, going up. How about a jump ball? Nesmith kicks out of traffic, right wing to Toppin for an open three that he hits. Should have been at least a jump ball there. There was none, and Nesmith wrestles his way free. Toppin knocks down his 5th three-pointer. He has 17. A new playoff career high. Pacers down 7. Holmgren fed right to the paint. grinds and kicks, corner left to Dub. Left right across lane, sets up Dort, open. Left side angle, rainbow three is on the way, in and out, no good. Haliburton has the rebound. The Pacers have momentum, down 7, 6:25 to play. Deep right corner, Neesmith fires the three. That's an air ball. Turner grabs the loose ball before it can go up. Dub is called for a foul as he got pinned under the bucket. J-Dub has his fourth. And that's the final team foul the Thunder have to give. 6:22 to play. Indiana has made a habit out of coming back from double-digit deficits in this playoff run. And they're within 7 now in possession. Nembhard left to right on the perimeter. Left wing Turner, pump fakes. Steps to the corner, fires a three on Holmgren that he banks in. And the Pacers are within 4 at 98-94. 6:10 left. Credit Indiana, they've never gone away tonight. Turner has 2 threes in the quarter, 13 in the game, as the crowd rises as one to encourage the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander double, slashes right to the baseline, stripped by Nembhard, foul by Nembhard. Free throws coming as Nembhard and Shea shove each other. Andrew Nembhard goes right back at SGA, who goes to the foul line, throwing the second time all game. 5:57 left. Shea averages over 10 free throw attempts a game on this postseason run, attempting his 3rd and 4th of game 1. Nembhard picking up his 3rd. Those two guys go way back, playing back to when they were youths in Canada. Shea's first foul shot is good. Indiana crawling to within 4 for the first time since it was 41-37 in the second quarter. Now it's a 5-point game as Toppin checks out with a career playoff high 17, including 5 threes. Pacers have made 16 trays in this game, 5 more than the Thunder, staying afloat with 5:57 left. Caruso back in for the Thunder, joining Dub, Dort, Holmgren, and Shea readying for a second. Strokes it and sticks it. He's got 30. Gilgeous-Alexander, an NBA high, 12th time in the playoffs, score 30 or more. Thunder up 6, 5:55 left. Haliburton, pestered by Dort. Crossing over on the dribble, slices right. Pirouettes and finds Turner up top, challenged by Holmgren. Between the rings, Nembhard 10 to shoot. Slashes and bounce feature. Turner pulls up, leans in, lofts and sticks a 14-footer. Miles Turner, X-Factor, 15 points, 9 rebounds in game 1. Back to a 4-point game. Dub on the handle, 5.5 to play. Played from behind by Neesmith, who grabs him, no whistle. Jalen behind the back dribbling, shuttles left. Pinned to the foul line, down the lane, spurts. Hoops can't score, but he's knocked down and fouled by either Turner or Neesmith. Both converged. Dub created something out of nothing there, and he's slow to get up. Jalen Williams, 2 of 2 at the foul line with 15 points. Dort has 15. Caruso 11 off the bench, and SGA with 30. But right now the Thunder are struggling to contain the Pacer offense. They've allowed Indiana 51 second-half points. Dub readies with the first foul shot, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. OKC by 5, 101-96. Thunder led by 12 at halftime, 57-45. But Indiana has found good looks since. 48% shooting for the visitor. Jalen's second is on the way. Nothing but net. Thunder, good job at the stripe. 17 of 20 in game 1 to lead by 6, seeking a stop. Nembhard grinding right. Down the lane, lays it high off the window. It rolls off. Holmgren rips the rebound away from Turner. Big retrieval. Feeding Caruso, 1-on-5. Widens out left against Siakam. Will set up the half-court attack. The veteran on the handle, swooping top of the key. Sets up Dub between the rings against Neesmith. Slashing and grinding down the lane. On the run, lays it high off the window errantly. That's a tough shot in traffic. Haliburton has the miss, streaming back. Guarded by SGA. Ducks right. Lays it up on the run and lays it home. Nice hesitation move by the 2-time All-Star Haliburton. Makes it 102-98 with 4:48 left. Holmgren across the timeline on Turner. Blasting right. Down the lane with a step. Lays it up and misses the layup. Siakam retrieved. Back come the Pacers. 4:35 left. Nembhard behind the back dribbles in traffic. Extricates himself from Shea. Singles up on Dort. Blasting left. Stutter steps. Can't free. Spins. Got away with a travel. Wide left to Siakam. Near midcourt Haliburton. 4 to shoot. Down the lane. Kicks to Turner. Wide open. The angle right 3 is up. No good. Caruso doubles back and has the miss. 4:15 left. Gilgeous-Alexander crossing the timeline nearing the 4-minute mark. Thunder by 4, 102-98 in game 1 of the NBA Finals. Shea down the lane, spurts between defenders, swoops, lays it up, lays it home! Blowing by 3 Pacers, setting the pace with 32 in game 1. 104-98, 3:55 left. Siakam on the handle. Straight away Haliburton. Squeezed by Dort, ducks to the right wing, pump fakes, corner right defers to Nemhart, closed out by Dove, 10 to shoot. Up the sideline to Haliburton, challenging Holmgren, dancing, crossing over, snaking right, steps back, fires, gang right three is up, off, high for the rebound, Jalen Williams. 3:35 to play. Thunder lead by 6 on the attack with 3.5 left in game 1. Shea catches his breath. Just inside midcourt on the handle. Slides left off the stutter step, blows by Haliburton, who fouls him, grabbing him from behind. Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the free throw line as Indiana's over the foul limit. Haliburton indicates that Shea blocked his arm. Now try again. Tyrese has a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds with 6 assists in game 1. As Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the foul line with 3:24 to play, his team up 104-98. Shea is seen to that with 32 points. A delay of game warning on Indiana for trying to determine whether or not they should challenge that foul call on Haliburton. Shea's at the free throw line awaiting the ball right now, and Rick Carlisle's out at midcourt. This has become a fiasco. Get a handle on this, guys. Mark Davis lets Rick Carlisle know, go back to your bench. Shea gets free throws. He's 3 of 4 at the line with a game-high 32 in game 1 on his floor. Thunder by 6, but they've been pushed to the limit in game 1 by the underdog Pacers. 3:24 to play. Shea dribbles once, bends his knees, eyes the rim, dips, shoots, and swishes. SGA 4 of 5 at the line for 33, averaged against Indiana in the regular season, 39 points a game in 2 Thunder victories over Indiana. Holmgren out, Wallace in, Thunder goes smaller with Caruso, Dub, Wallace, Dort, and SGA. Thought this might be a small ball series, and game 1 has certainly looked the part. Shea a chance at MVP. Strokes the second. Looks good, and is. 106-98 Thunder by 8 as they push to the last 4 points. 3:15 to play. Haliburton isolated out front. A 1-4 set against Dort. Stutter steps. Shea jumps at him. Haliburton crosses over left-right. Snakes him down the lane. Lays it across his body, no good off the backboard. Siakam gets it back, floats it up, no good, but he's fouled attempting to do so. Wallace or SGA commits the personal. And Pascal Siakam, not known as a great rebounder, has 9 tonight. Indiana's done marvelous work on the boards on the road. 51-38 their advantage over Oklahoma City in game 1. Siakam to the line where he's 3 of 4. He has 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists, both sides over the foul limit. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in regulation. Siakam, a 67% foul shooter in the playoffs. Widens out his stance. A deep knee bend precedes the first. It's up. Tumbling short, no good. So Pascal Siakam is 3 of 5 at the line. He's the owner of the only hardware the Pacers have on their roster in terms of past NBA titles. He helped the Toronto Raptors win it in 2019. The crowd continues to try to distract Siakam, giving the ball for the second. Thunder lead it by 8, 3:07 left. Pascal readies. Strokes it. It rolls around. No good. He missed them both. Dort tips a rebound to Shea, but we have a loose ball foul coming on whom? We have a lane violation called. John Goble calls the lane violation off the second missed free throw on Lou Dort. No time off the clock. And it's back to the old days of 3 to make 2 at the line for Pascal Siakam. Do we have a hat trick coming here? Siakam with a very wide stance, right foot slightly in front of the left. Pascal, a 3-time All-Star, including this season, first time as a Pacer. Not yet given the ball by David Guthrie, as he'll allow, Guthrie will, Pacer substitutions. A substitution, that is. Miles Turner out, replaced by Obi Toppin. Toppin's been a major factor in game 1, 17 points in 22 minutes. He's made 5 3-pointers in 8 tries. And Toppin during the playoffs, not one of the guys that's been torrid from distance for Indiana. Siakam will attempt his 3rd in this sequence. It's out of his right hand up, and good. So he gets the reprieve from Dort's lane violation. Toppin's made only 28% of his threes in the playoffs for the Pacers. Tonight, 5 of 8. Shea deep in the backcourt against full court pressure. Pirouettes by Nemhart. Crossing the timeline, Nemhart knocks down Caruso. No blood, no foul. Thunder by 7. Inside the 3-minute mark, Shea in a 1-4 set. Near the logo on the handle, 10 to shoot. Splits a double, lost the ball. Dives to get it back, and we have what called here? A reach-in foul on Haliburton. That will send Shea to the free throw line. Haliburton picks up his second. So the Pacers gambling Thunder have done a tremendous job protecting the ball against what has been a very good and disruptive Indiana defense in winning the East. They've taken the ball away an average of 14 times in winning the Eastern Conference tonight. The Thunder have been very good in not allowing them to be disruptive that way, with 7 turnovers overall. Shea's first foul shot, nothing but net. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in, the 9th best foul shooter in the playoffs at 89%. He's got 34 points in 37 minutes in game 1. Thunder 107, the Pacers 99. Last made Pacer field goal came with 4:51 to play, 2:52 left now as Shea buries both. Thunder by 9. They've led by as many as 15, never trailing in game 1. Nembhard picked up in the backcourt by Wallace. Off the stutter step. Slashes left into the paint. Double, shovels, lost it, gets it back, left wing to top and closed out by Caruso. Got away with the travel, left corner Neesmith, catches the 3 is up and good. Neesmith knocks down the 3, his 3rd, and Indiana's made 17 threes tonight to make it a 6-point game, a 2-possession difference at 108-102. Big shot, 2:25 left. SGA singled up on Nembhard. Yo-yos the bounce, Dort screens high, right Chase splits a double, down the lane dancing, kicks out left wing to Dove, pass fakes, fires, the wing 3 is up, short. Neesmith clears. Outletting left to Nembhard, 2:15 to play. Nembhard lets traffic fly by, singled up on Wallace. Shovels near midcourt to Neesmith. Nembhard gets it back with 2:05 to play. His team down 6. Dancing top of the key on Shea. Crosses over twice. Steps back, fires a rainbow angle left 3-pointer on the way. Good 3-point game at 109-105 with 1:59 to play. The Pacers not going away. Dub pestered in the backcourt. Ball comes into Wallace against full court pressure. Oklahoma City's lead once 15 is down to 3 as Indiana's made 18 threes in game 1. Wallace on the handle. Shea cuts to the ball, comes to get it, 1:45 left. Feeds Wallace at foul line, driving. Kicks left wing to Dort, open. Strokes to 3, that's online but short. Dub fights for the rebound with top and has it up the left side to Haliburton. Guarded one-on-one by Shea. To the trailing Neesmith, to the baseline with a step. Lays it up on Dort. Blocked by Dort, going up, what a stop! Shea the loose ball, back 2-on-2. Off the stutter step, down the lane on Toppin. Lays it up, and lays it in! The Dort swat sends Shea the other way for the deuce. Thunder 110, the Pacers 105 as Nembhard had it knocked away by Caruso, but he's called for a reach-in foul with 1:22 to play. And that will bring free throws for Andrew Nembhard in a 110-105 wild 4th quarter. Thunder by 5. Nembhard's been a big reason for this comeback. He has a team-high 6 assists. And with 1:22 to play, the clock stops. And the Pacers will look for their 14th and 15th free throw successes. Nembhard's 2 of 3 at the line. Thunder 110, the Pacers 105. When Indiana fails to score 110, they've yet to win in the playoffs. Nembhard's first free throw is tumbling good, where that ball nearly crawled out of the cylinder. It's 110-106 with 1:22 left in game 1. Indiana riding an 18 made 3-point effort on 49% shooting to challenge the Thunder in game 1. Nembhard's second is on the way, good. Back to a 3-point game at 110-107. Indiana's made 6 of 9 threes in the 4th quarter. They've been a clutch team throughout their postseason run. 1:15 to play, Shea crossing the timeline on Nembhard. Thunder by 3, 110-107. Wallace screens high right. Shea works that way. Down the lane. Lays it up left-handed, blocked by Siakam. Neesmith has the loose ball, win it 5 to play. Nembhard, cross-court right wing Neesmith. Near midcourt, Siakam, slot left to Nembhard beyond the arc. Shot clock to 12, Wallace on Nembhard. Crossing over, low crouching bounce. Steps back, fires a long angle left 20-foot 3 is going to be an air ball. Barely grazed the rim. Siakam gets the loose ball and lays it in. Barely grazed the rim on the 3. 1-point game at 110-109, 45 seconds to play. Pacers couldn't have asked for anything more than this in game 1 of this series. Shea in no hurry. Yo-yos the bounce 40 feet straight away. 12 to shoot, 35 seconds left. Shea angles right, steps back, pump fakes, kicks the Dub. Jab stepping Neesmith, slashing right down the lane. Across his body comes baseline, banks it up, no good. Rebound fought for. Wallace fights Siakam. The ball is off Siakam, out of bounds. OKC gets it back with 22.5 to play. And the Pacers are going to challenge this possession call in hopes of getting approximate foul call on the Thunder. They will challenge this call, and they do that. 22.5 to play. I have a feeling the Pacers are going to win this challenge on approximate foul call. As Siakam went for the loose ball, it looked like Case and Wallace may have knocked him off balance with contact. That could be a foul on Wallace. If it is, Indiana down by only 1 would get possession back with 22.5 to play. So this is critical.
Timeout, Indiana. Coach's challenge. We're challenging the out-of-bounds call on the floor.
That's the voice of John Goble, the crew chief. We'll take time, let you know the verdict on the other side. Thunder lead once 15 is down to 1, and the Pacers may have possession to steal game 1. Stay tuned. This is Thunder Basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Well, the Indiana Pacers' calling card entering the NBA Finals was their ability to make shots, and they have done a great job of that in this game. 6 of 10 on threes in the fourth quarter, 10 of 20 from distance in the second half. They've knocked down 18 threes in game 1 to 11 for the Thunder. That discrepancy has Indiana on the doorstep, down 110-109 with 22.5 seconds left. And a critical possession challenge here. The Thunder will not surrender possession. The ball was off of Siakam, but Indiana may get approximate foul call fighting for the loose ball between Case and Wallace and Siakam. They've got to determine whether or not there was illegal contact by Wallace. It was not substantial. Both guys were going for the loose ball. But this is a critical call. If the Thunder retain possession, they have 14 on the shot clock, a difference of 8.5 seconds game to shot clock. If the Pacers get this back, they've got the full remaining time to potentially steal game 1. John Goble's off of headset. We're going to learn the verdict here in just a moment. Pacers have never led in this game. They've been down by as many as 15. The crew chief, John Goble, assembling his two crewmates. Here we go.
After review, Siakam is the last to touch the ball prior to going out of bounds. There is no foul consequent to the play. The challenge is unsuccessful.
So in a game that's featured a ton of physical contact, a good no call there. And now the Thunder up 1. Pacers out of fouls, have to find a way to successfully inbound this basketball against Siakam's on-ball pressure. Caruso to do that near sideline front court has Wallace, Dub, SJ, and Dort out there with them. Alice giving the ball Thunder by 1, 22.8 left. Gets it to Shea on the left wing. Shea with a difference of 8 game to shot clock to the dribble retreating, shot clock to 8. Sizing up Nembhard. Working the angle, 5 to shoot, stutter step, spins, contorts and fades, 12-foot jumper on the way, no good. Rebound fought for, Dort tips it, but it's gathered by Neesmith. The Pacers have it, 7 seconds. Haliburton across the timeline with 5, down 1. Haliburton dancing on Wallace, pulls up right wing, arcs it, and sticks it with 0.3 seconds to play. Pacers lead 111-110 with 0.3 seconds to play. Timeout Thunder. We'll take time. This is Thunder Basketball.
With Mazio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazios.com.
Tyrese Haliburton has had many clutch moments on this Pacer run to the NBA Finals, and he just authors another. The Pacers trailed the first 47 minutes and 57 seconds of this game, actually more than that, 59.7 seconds. But the Haliburton pull-up mid-range shot right of the lane gives Indiana its first advantage at 111-110 with 0.3 seconds to play. Thunder still have 1 timeout with which to work after burning 1 to diagram a play here. They can advance the ball off the made field goal, and 0.3 seconds is sufficient time to catch and shoot. Now, obviously, the Thunder would prefer to get something towards the rim on a lob potentially. We'll see what Mark Daigneault diagrams here in this situation. His team that's led by as many as 15 in Game 1 of the NBA Finals finds itself shockingly down 111-110. with 0.3 seconds left. Indiana outscoring OKC in the fourth quarter, 35-25. The Thunder led by 9 after 3. Caruso, Holmgren, SGA, Wallace, and Dub against Toppin providing on-ball pressure. Nembhard, Siakam, Turner, and Neesmith. Thunder a timeout left. Indiana has one as well. 3:10 left as the Pacers burn their final timeout. Seeing the alignment, OKC came out of the timeout with. Will take time. Thunder down one. 3/10 of a second left in game one of the NBA Finals. This is Thunder basketball.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chupp musters up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
OG&E power play of the game, courtesy of the Thunder defense, forcing 25 turnovers in game one, but the Pacers have trumped that. OG&E re-energized life on the Haliburton, following a miss of a Shea mid-ranger left of the lane from about 12 feet away. Neesmith gathered the spill, and Haliburton in the open court not burning a timeout. Attack Casey Wallace, rose and splash, a right-of-lane 18-footer to give Indiana a 1-point lead with 3:10 left. Thunder still have a timeout left. If they fail to get the ball inbounds here, that's important to remember. And the Pacers are out of fouls. It's Nembhard, Neesmith, Siakam, Toppin, and Turner defending against Caruso inbounding near sideline front court. Holmgren, SGA, Wallace, and Dub. Thunder down one, 3:10 left. Caruso giving the ball. Here we go. Looking, holding. Lobs. Deflected by Turner, it's over. The Indiana Pacers steal game one of the NBA Finals, leading for only the final 3/10 of a second and winning 111-110 on the Haliburton mid-range jumper. So the Pacers, considerable underdogs to the Thunder in this NBA Finals, come into OKC's Paycom Center and steal home court advantage for the Thunder the same way they did to Cleveland in the Eastern semifinals, winning game one in Cleveland, and to the Knicks, winning game one in overtime at Madison Square Garden to go on to win the Eastern Final. And the Pacers have the early 1-0 lead against the Thunder. OKC incurring its first loss at home to an Eastern Conference team since Indiana did this in March of 2024. They'd been 29-1 against the East during the regular season, but the Pacers, to their credit, did everything they had to do, scoring a total in the second half of 66 points to come back from as many as 15 down to win it 111-110. This one had a ton of drama, and credit Indiana for never going away despite the turnover issues. They win game one, 111-110. Thunder 7 of 19 shooting in the fourth quarter, 0 of 5 on three-pointers. Shea got to a spot at which he had a good look left of the lane from 12 feet away, left the mid-range jumper long. That triggered off the Neesmith rebound, Haliburton in the open court to make the game-winning shot with 3/10 of a second to play, and the Thunder lose a stunner. This is a gut punch, no doubt, not unlike what happened to them in game one against the Denver Nuggets in the Western semifinals, losing very late on a long-range three by Aaron Gordon. Thunder found a way to rebound and respond to that deficit, coming back to win that series in 7. But the Indiana Pacers, I think, have stunned the NBA world by knocking the Thunder off on the road to win game one, 111-110. Back with final numbers and thoughts from Paycom Center as the Pacers take the advantage in the NBA Finals, 1-0 by virtue of a 1-point win tonight in downtown Oklahoma City. This is Thunder basketball.
KWPN, more WWLS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
MidFirst Bank